Pow! Not the bite off star. Back up in the building. T.N.R. episode 038 on the Harry's Drinking Again podcast. I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris, and tonight we got a very excellent show for you. We still got a couple more minutes before the 9 o'clock hour, but I just couldn't wait. I'm so pumped up. I'm so excited about tonight's show. DJ Steady of WhoDeyWant podcast will be with us, and we just had an incredible week here at the Harris is Drinking Again podcast. Made some great connections, and we doing the damn thing. The show will get cracking early here in a little bit. Ray will be on. DJ Steady will be on. Based out of Florida, so we getting the motherfucking thing rolling. For now, we're going to do it a little different, man. While I get started and situated, you know, we're going to play Kiss the Bottle tonight. We are, but we're going to play another one. I don't give a fuck. DJ Steady joined. I don't give a damn if I get the claim or not. We're going to get the show going with a little daylight meditate. Oh, DJ Steady up in the building already. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull her up tonight. Tonight's show, unofficially sponsored once again by the New Amsterdam Gin. Best mid-level gin you could buy for that price point. Very good here. New Amsterdam Stratosphere Gin. Coming at you from the Harris is Drinking Again podcast. Harry's Drinking Again! Brother Ray G will be up in the building also. Entry song, Daylight Meditate. And then we're gonna get up in the building early here with DJ Steady, man. Out of that Florida rocking with us tonight. Let's go right here. 1 second.
Yo, I'm a boss spitter. I've been light skinned, but
you get some freestyles tonight too, boy.
I'm a hard spitter, black hole. I'm a star.
We got a gym for you, man.
I'm a bar.
You gotta spit something for us. Can you spit something for us?
I could feel it in my skin. I was bugging, nigga, more gelling, more yelling. He the best nigga, face it. I could taste it in this matrix. I had meetings with the agents. I was hyper. I'm the writer, nigga. You don't want no beef inside the cipher. Put it all in stage. Yo. Ain't no beat in this machine.
Shout out Daylight, man. Shout out Daylight.
Ain't no talking to the niggas.
Let's get something poured up right here. Gin on the rocks. Tall glass.
I'm the one you niggas old. I get 10 for show.
And for some reason, my shit is
I got you slow. Don't do alcohol, do alkaline.
Don't wanna
give me more. I get low with my high vibe. Kundalini color, brother, tie dye. Data wave, niggas stuck, played okay. They don't believe, no. When you make it cross the wall, got your dome big. My high on some grown shit. Mental free, my people. Fuck the Bible with a long dick. Price hopping, night popping, roll the dice hopping. Ain't no
Thursday night rants.
Night popping, Christ conscious. Niggas cashing for respect. I go a cashing for the records. No regret and lift the vibe. This is fire, nigga. Christ conscious. Yo, never lay, yo. Meditate, 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 nigga. Christ conscious. Never lay, yo. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Yeah, I did gimmicks. I could rap. Got the burbs, got the traps, antics off, seen the grapes, hood of jungle, seen that Geo, flip flop.
Shout out to the live chat, man.
Ask my nigga L.I.L.
Drunkin Source Jedi.
Kids, man, that dirty.
Let's get up in the building tonight.
My home, I put on. I seen cats gonna get put on, but they never got respect. If you don't grow up in the gym, watch they forever test your rep. If they stare, you better step. Boy, this ain't the look you want. Background checks gonna look you up. Homies show you they could read. They be going for the book. Hit the park and son get robbed. They be leaving niggas shook. I need a big hug, free my nigga. Got some shit in work, so one day I can see my nigga. Price hopping.
All right.
Roll the dice hopping.
I'm too pumped up here. Without further ado, here tonight, the connection of this man here was just made this week by Steve Joyner. Shout out to you. So we're gonna freestyle this interview, get to know one another, and make some connections here. This man goes by the name of DJ Steady, and he's the host of a podcast you can catch on Podbean called Who They Want. So step into the stage, the man right here, DJ Steady. Up in the building.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. That's how I like to bring the guests on, you know. You got the warm-up music and everything.
That's lit. That's lit. That's a page out of my book, right? When I do the intros, I've been coined as like doing like the most iconic thing for bringing guests into the platform, and I'll be like, it's just the energy. You gotta make them want to be who they want.
Yes, we're gonna cut the lights back on here for a minute, but absolutely. Now, how long have you been doing your podcast?
I got 2 years in the game under my belt.
2 years, because when I checked on Podbean, you were about 220. Let's see, where my camera at over here? You were about 228 episodes.
8 episodes, right?
Okay. And we're over here, episode 30 tonight. Oh shit, fucking up.
Keep working, man. Keep grinding. I love what you got going on, man. Like as one content creator to another, like the grind don't stop once you're in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We did this. January 6th was my first upload, you know, and that was the first. And we just started going live, and we're figuring out every week, man. You know, as we go, you know, and it's you know, it's really it's been a journey for sure. Me and my co-hosts are learning a lot about each other, a lot about you know, different things, ways of the world and whatnot. Can you now you're based out of Florida?
Yeah, man. I'm straight from North Florida area. I'm from Quincy, Florida, a little small city right next to Tallahassee, which is known as the capital of Florida. Been here all my life, born and raised.
Born and raised. All right. I've never been to Florida myself. I was born and raised in Nevada. You know, for the most part, Vegas, Reno, and then lived a few other places, but I'm currently in Utah right now. So, you know, shout out to Utah. And there is black people in Utah. Surprise, you know, and I'm, you know, blacker than me too, like black, you know what I mean?
I mean, come on, they have the Utah Jazz. They're in the NBA. So yeah.
Yeah. So Utah, man, is it's pretty popping. I like it out here, and it's, you know, it's quiet, safe. It's good for if you're a family, you know, if you're a parent. Are you a parent?
No, but I got 3 nephews and nieces and like a host of, you know, family like that. So it's like I'm part of the club.
Yeah,
because I get that same love reciprocated back. So, you know, it's all good.
Tallahassee, that's up there in the northern part.
Yeah. Yeah, the north right here, still like right as you first enter Florida, like we're like the first stop before you go to like Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all those. You got to come through us to get through them.
Is that that Florida Georgia line?
Yep, that's right where we're at, right at that borderline. Like, hello, we're here.
Okay, excellent, man. So there's a Southern hospitality, you know, somewhat like in that part of
it's always that. There's gonna forever be that, and you know, I'm like raised off those values. So even as the times change and the eras change, I'm still part of them same traditional Southern values. Like I'm gonna welcome you with open arms.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's and you know, being I don't know, out west most of my life, it's we're wide open out here, but there's not as, I think because of that, there's a lot of like, man, I don't know the people who live above me. Like motherfuckers move in, they don't, like nobody really talks to each other out here. You know what I mean? Even in Vegas and stuff like that. So it's really people keep to themselves, you know, a lot.
Right. That's just how it works. Like and it's surprising, right? You go to different world, and I tell friends, like if we ever do trips or anything like that, don't go with the Florida mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Catch the vibe first. Because our lingo and your lingo may be two different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what people take as a sign of disrespect. And ain't no sense of, going up there to die. It's not worth it.
Don't want to go, be too out there, off the bat, right?
Yeah.
Is there another other than Podbean? Is there another place that people can go listen to your podcast?
Absolutely. Who They Want podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's on Amazon, iHeartRadio, Pandora. It's also a YouTube channel, so you can check out the YouTube page. It's under Who They Want Entertainment LLC, which I also own that brand as well. But like, it's everywhere. Like, it's literally, you can go, "Hey Siri" or "Ask Alexa," and just be like, "Yo, I want to hear Who They Want podcast." We here.
Okay, that's important. I typed in I didn't do the ENT LLC on YouTube. I'll make sure to go subscribe to that page, man, tonight or in the morning. And
absolutely.
And it's like we talk a lot about that on the show. I know my co-host, when he comes on, he's gonna want to talk to you about some of the business side, the LLC, and things of that nature. But I have artists on this channel that, like, their music isn't. I have some music of my own. Shot G will get you up in here, and it's on. You have the digital distribution for the Spotify and everything with the music side, but we don't have the podcast up on there yet.
You got to get it, because even that, once you do that, there's a page for that too. Spotify has a podcasters page, so you can see what your analytics and everything is through their network itself. Even though whatever your hosting site is going to give you, whatever numbers come from it. Like, I like to be in tune with all whatever platforms that I traditionally am going to use. I'll make sure I'm hands on with all my analytics.
Yeah. How did did you hit the ground running, doing the podcast on the Spotify and everything, or was that a growth that you did in it was the growth.
It was in that growth journey. It was because I started doing mine like on Zoom, and it was just me, either reaching out to some friends or some people just to kind of get the feel for it. Like, I felt like I knew what I was doing. You know how some things you feel like you're made for this. And then it just became so natural. And then once I did like my first like 5 episodes, I was like, all right, now it's time to, really see what it can do. Because it was kind of a gamble at first, like, do I really want to take this serious? It was the decision of either you're going to do this to be a hobbyist, or you're going to do this and it becomes your profession and something you want to do. And man, with so much love from family support and friend support, it was just like, I don't see this as a hobby anymore. Like, this is my 9 to 5.
Ooh, man, that's what we're feeling right here, man. And that mindset right there, you said you had a lot of support from your family and people like cheering you, like, yo, you're good at this. The stuff I listened on Podbean, I think I just listened to the last episode, I skimmed through a little bit, but it do sound very natural and skilled on the mic. And in my head, I'm comparing it to, like, damn, it sounds like I'm listening to, Ugly Money TV or one of these other YouTube, big YouTubers out here, some no jumper or something that, and that's what me and Ray are trying to get on. So I'm glad that we made this connection and we can.
Absolutely, man. I welcome it. I embrace it. Like, people got to realize you got to kill the hate. The only way to stop the hate is by unifying and spreading the love. You know what I'm saying? Doing it because we love what we both do. And we have a lot of things in common as creators, as people with love for music and things like that. So, like, I'm honored to be on your platform, just to, big up my platform. It's an honor.
Yeah, and vice versa. And I believe we're going to be on yours Monday, 6.
Yes, sir. Coming. We in there.
So watch out for the Heritage Drinkin Again podcast on Who They Want. This seemed like a perfect time to segue in. I'm going to bring on my co-host here, Brother Ray G. And we're going to get him up in the building. No introduction needed. You've seen him for the last 38 weeks. Sometimes looking like Mr. Miyagi or the last Karate Kid master. But tonight, He comes in regular form. Brother AG, everybody.
That's my famous Bruce Lee face, yo. Now check this out, man. No, really, honestly, I know you guys are a whole bunch of young bucks. Check this out. The remake of Bruce Lee. Okay, watch this. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, DJ said? Is that pretty good?
You too slow. Your punch was too slow.
Well, I'm 55 years old. Okay, so give me a little break, brother. Okay, 55 years old.
Don't hit back.
Mics don't hit back. Yes. Why you kill my teacher? What's up, everybody?
What's up,
DJ
on,
Steady? Man.
What's good, fam?
Hey, man. You know what's up, man. I'm glad you're with us, man. Finally
Absolutely.
You know, the face, you know. You ready to hang out with a couple of clowns, man, from two different, you know? Are you ready to hang out with a couple of clowns?
Man, I'm at home, man. I'm hanging out with family, man.
There you go. Just sit back. You know, well, just drinking some Menehune water. For those of you that don't know what Menehune is, it's like the what do you call it in Hawaii? They're like they're like little people. They're like the dwarfs.
Okay.
And supposedly I really don't know, man. It's just the name of the water. So it's cheap, so I bought it.
I'm drinking some good old spring water that we got out here in Utah for free. We don't got to pay for water out here. And
damn.
And man, these white folk out here, man, they ain't gonna let no water crisis happen in Utah. Hell nah. We got
hell no.
We got that good shit. They ain't letting no water crisis out here. I go to the natural spring, fill it up. Oh, some of the best water around.
Got the good.
That's funny because you've never seen a news report where they say Utah had a water crisis for real.
No.
We're in Arizona, California.
We're in a little
Philadelphia, Michigan.
Michigan's getting some water problems. Damn, you would think, right?
Well, that Flint
State.
Back in the a few years ago, already, the Flint water crisis and everything. DJ Steady, Matt, I'm glad to have you on and make this connection also because, like you said, there's some urban pop, topics, hip hop culture that maybe you might be versed in that, my co-host isn't so up on and vice versa. And just, I'd be scanning the YouTube and just looking at all the stories, and I watch all the bullshit and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I don't comment on all the bullshit, but I haven't really covered a lot of pop topics. We did cover when Mike Tyson slapped the kid on the plane. We covered Kevin Samuel's death. We talked a little bit about
Will Smith. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
I think everybody grabbed that one, right? Yeah. That was the perfect opener.
We had shit.
We covered pretty much Coolio. We did Tyga. We did
a little bit of
pretty much like how I would do it. If it's trendy and you feel like not so many people are in front of it, you'll just grab it. And like me, I got like a 15-minute time period for it, right? We do like it in a 15-minute opener. After 15-20 minutes, we're done with it. Like, and then if the guests come in, if we invite the guests and then they kind of highlight it a little bit, we'll still touch on it, but ain't nobody trying to really, because you don't want it gets too political. It gets
too much.
Your word got to be stronger than mine. I don't feel like battling people. Not when I'm just digging my vibe.
A lot of this YouTube,
especially political.
Yeah. A lot of it's getting shout out to Pitt up in the building and Joey Sims. So what's good?
Shout out
what's
to
up?
The crew.
On the check-in. It gets hell nowadays, they be like the YouTubers be beefing with the rappers, or the bloggers be actually like beefing with the bloggers and shit. I don't really want to. I mean, if it goes there just off of some natural viral, like people are digging the content, but I didn't want to naturally be one of those content creators who like just brings up the bullshit to stir up bullshit. I feel like there's enough of that, and that's
one of the downfalls of the internet. To me, reminds me of something like how it is when you see some punk ass that's like they tough inside the car. Oh yeah, what's up? I'll kick your ass, this and that, flipping you off because they're inside the car, and the minute you try to rush on them, they drive real fast. That's what reminds me of a lot of these YouTube, YouTubers. they tough on their platform because they know they ain't gonna get hurt, But you bring that out on the street, like they should have like,
It's a
oh
different
yeah,
vibe.
motherfucker, you talking shit about me? Okay, I'll meet you at so and so. We duke it out, and we leave it
Right.
at that. I mean, if that was the case, man,
The
because
world
there's
get
so
along a
many.
lot better because there's a different approach. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be. It always got to
Yeah,
be shoot 'em
yeah.
up, bang bang. Nah, we ain't got to shoot up. Be an adult about it.
No,
Like
we ain't gonna show them
I'm
nothing,
the
man.
type of person I call you out on the podcast. If you really just want to go there, like we'll hash it out through the podcast. But if it getting too out there, then like I can't deal with you. I just don't. I'm not
Hey,
going back and forth with a keyboard banger. I'm not. I'm not
hey,
doing it.
no, so many times, how many of us, are bullies. I used to have this bully named Tyrone Taylor. He used to pick on me in the 5th and 6th grade, man. Every day I used to come to school scared. And one time, I kind of like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna fight this dude. And then we end up being
Right.
good friends, man. We end up being, he kicked my ass, but and then I met a dude named Randy Tucker. By the way, shout out to you, Randy Tucker. He's out there in Florida. I don't know how old you are, but remember that movie? What do you call it? Was that The Last Dragon? Bruce Leroy.
Oh,
Do you remember
one of
him?
my
Shelnuff.
faves. You are. Who's the master?
Who's the master? Showing the kiss my Converse, right? Man, I
Kiss
tell you what, Randy Tucker, if you're out there, brother, man, he was the one that introduced me to martial arts at a young age. And this brother right here was the Black Bruce Lee. Fought like him. And this was the time during the early 80s where we didn't have video cameras. I'm talking, we go to Chinatown, we watch the Hong Kong movies, and then they have this little flip-o mag, and you flip it, and it shows the different pictures like an animation. So we would study Bruce Lee's moves, like White Wing Chun and all that hitting and all that. We would practice it on that, dog. And we go around the neighborhood and having those sparring, sessions. No cup, no mouthpiece. Sometimes it gets to a fight, but bruh, Randy Tucker, man, that brother is quick as lightning. Fought like Bruce.
They're just too quick to pick up that gun, man. A lot of the kids. Just,
I guess this was like in the early 80s. We the most that you'll probably see was someone's dad's 38 special. That's about it. Everything was 22s.
Right.
Everything was 22s.
But everybody still wanted to live during that era. You know what I'm saying? It was like, even if I had that on me, I wasn't gonna put it on you because I'm gonna, we're gonna, like you say, duke it out, and we're gonna be best friends by the end of this week. We done handled our hatred.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's so much hatred now. It's like I gotta just obliterate you from existence. Period.
Right. Today, man, it's like
I won't forget like one of my most infamous fights in 8th grade, man, and it was deemed that he won because it looked like he was getting the better because he was on top. Someone pulled him off, and I had a little bloody lip, but I never admit to losing. But the next day, I was standing in the hallway, like in the foyer, and he coming in, and it was like we locked eyes and shit, and it was just like that, like, what I'm saying, like a respect. It was like a, what, fuck you, like we'll do it again, or what's up? It's like, it's just bite, and it's like we had that, like, all right, motherfucker, I see you.
Like you said, we locked eyes. It sounded like a music soundtrack going. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Everybody started moving in slow motion.
Yeah,
in slow motion. Yeah.
We were able to finish the school year together. We played basketball like it was nothing, like it wasn't this not even a thought to go in off the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I think there's something about feeling another man's fist in your mouth and then them feeling your fist in their face and everything. I think there's some type of a peaceful effect after that. You know what I'm saying? Because sure enough, man, after we both kick each other's asses, both of us, we got our good licks and everything. We try to hold back like,
right.
There's something about that. You feel it, and then you feel sorry for the dude, man. You feel sorry, and I'm pretty sure he feels sorry about what he did to you, and
He does.
you guys become.
Because then you realize how stupid it was. Like, what will? Because you gonna realize what were we fighting for in the first place?
And then what happens? Some third party comes along, start picking on your friend, and they both jump him. That
Yo, you gotta, and it becomes that. I just finished
And
like
that
season
becomes that.
5 of Cobra Kai today, so I was like, all that you're talking about now was like in reference to what went on within that season. Like they finally got
Yup.
some peace with the sides. Like, what are we beefing for? Because that guy don't care about you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, but fighting is fighting, man, and I respect fighting, man. I'm glad for
Absolutely.
MMA. I mean, but can you see yourself doing that? My son is into MMA, man. Can me ask you this? Can you actually see yourself being an MMA fighter?
As a spectator, yeah. As a physical combatant, nah, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Don't put me in the
Nah,
octagon. I can't do it.
Nah,
I'm
can't
too
do it,
light skinned. I'm an easy bruiser. I'm too light skinned. Like, I'm gonna get them.
man.
I'm gonna throw all my might in this first punch and hope it connects. And if I miss, that's it. I'm done. I got nothing left.
No, can you imagine for 50 G's, you're willing to get somebody to pounce on your face, choke you out?
Not,
I gotta respect that.
yeah, no, for sure. Comes down
I'm
to
gonna pull a Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna dance around the ring. 50 G's, I'll dance around. I'll let you give me a black
Yep,
eye, a little busted lip. But after that, I'm gonna
yep.
embrace you the whole rest of the time. Like we're gonna lock
The
up.
whole time, yeah. No, not me, man. The minute it just grazes, oh, I'm down. I'm gonna put the most dramatic knockout there, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna put the drama back on there,
KO.
convince them, KO, and then you got knocked the fuck out.
not the fuck.
Yeah, man.
um,
Man,
DJ Steady, are you you a real DJ, an actual DJ? Maybe give a back breakdown of your
Right, of the honorary DJ title, of
yeah,
course.
and then
I have
how did you transition into the podcast? Specific
yeah.
lane, kind of content creating lane. What?
all right. All
Okay.
right. So here's my origin, right? It goes back to like 2008. I was as a hip hop head, I'm a huge Lil Wayne fan. And then me and my cousin, we used to put together this like super group. Like we was in the neighborhood, as kids, you're bored. We go hang out. We used to carry these, these notebook composition books, and we just start, writing raps. And then when we would write raps, it just became a thing. And we had another friend in our neighborhood, like we had another friend who actually had a recording studio. So that gave us something to do. So after school, we hit each other up on the phone, man. You done wrote something today, and we, meet up the road, and we're going to the studio. And then one day we just get there, and my cousin just busts out, "Coming to the mic, it's who they want." And then, I come out at the time I was like Killer Stead at that time frame, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, what you call me?" Like how that Biggie moment was like, "What you say?" And I was like, "Who they want?" He's like, "Cause that's you, cuz like everybody wants to hear you come to the mic. Everybody wants to see what you about to bring." Cause I'm always creative. Like I'm a poetic rhymer, right? So everybody loved that style, and it just stuck. And that's like, "Who they want?" He's like, "Man, you've been that all your life, no matter what people will tell you, you be like, you'll laugh at they forever would." I would kind of give you that smirk, like, I hear what you're saying, but watch me do this. You're not gonna get 100 on that test. Watch me do it. Without even studying, I would kill it, like just instantly. So to fast forward, after you got out of the high school phase, you done graduated, and the whole kind of I don't want to be a rapper phase was coming. It was kind of like, because I didn't see the longevity at the time. You talk down and you're like, do you really make money? Do you really think you got what it take to get out your hood, on a couple of bars? Because you're competing with a whole, stature of people that's already there. And you don't want to be that statistic as, the African American from the hood. It's either basketball or rapping. Like, I don't want to be in that. I was like, I want to be something more. I want to be who they want. Like, I'm going to be whatever my mom always say, you can be whoever you want to be in life. And I'm like, man, I just want to be me. Like, I just want to be an entrepreneur, basically. I was like, whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to be myself at it. And then got to like 2010, 2011, I started learning how to mix CDs. And I made that a business. And I was like, I want to open up a record store, not knowing years down the line that actual CD ROMs was going to go out of style. So I made it through that era and got into. I had a scheme though. I really had a rich scheme of I wanted to do MP3 players, and I was going to load them with music, and I was going to get them in like multiple colors to identify if you had classical, R&B, so forth and so forth. And it stuck, but then it was like, you're gonna deal with like a lot of legal copyrights because you boost the music and then you're selling it. But
Wait, hold
it
up.
was an error.
So did you have this all like plotted out?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
had a
way you
business
got
plan
the
for it. I
sequence
had
and
a
everything?
business plan. I had a
Okay,
business plan for it,
well,
whatever
I'll tell you what.
notions I had.
I tell you what, me and Harris, man, this is what we do. Like, I'm a businessman too, and I
Mhm.
like to come from left field, and there's a lot of ideas that you had said because this thing that we're doing right now. I mean, tell them, Harris. I mean, it's we've been talking about before Facebook when it was still MySpace, and there was a lot of room for growth and for MySpace, and I was getting ready to go to Hawaii from Reno. We was already talking about like everything's gonna go online. What if we do this? Whoop de whoop. We could do that. That's how I think. I like to think of
Yeah,
the impossible.
Yeah.
you
I
do
like to
it
think
right
of the
then and there
impossible
in its moment. In its moment, you
in
grab it.
this moment, and maybe because I don't know. I got boys, people like they're like South Korean or something, and they like to do like shit that are like off, not typical and stuff like that. So to
Yeah,
me, the crazier the idea, as long as I got a network of people go, yeah, yeah, like brainstorming,
Yeah, we just
you
need
let's
had your
do
fan
it.
base.
how's the you
You
have the
had
brains there and the thought to even get some shit off the ground like that.
Yeah, because you know why? Because you're the person that's producing the product. You're the one that's
that.
creating the product. You're the one that's delivering and distributing the product with no money. So what do? You become real creative. What if we could do this? What if all of this other stuff? And to me, if someone goes, no, and this is the part that really, really like irked me living in Hawaii because I'm kind of like in a country that's part of the U.S., but it's not really the U.S. I hear a lot
Mhm.
of people here, a lot of folks over here going, "Oh, we call the U.S. The mainland. Oh, they're already doing the mainland. Oh, they're doing that." I said, "I know they do. I know they are doing it in the mainland. Why do you think I think? You think I want to reinvent the wheel? No, I just want to make it better."
Yeah. So
And
that's almost like some windover stuff, like some of the mentality or like the small towns. Elko would be like Reno, Vegas, Reno, Salt Lake already on that shit. You know what I mean? It trickles down to the small
yeah,
town.
for a small idea that's like this much, they think it's like this much. It's like no,
Yeah.
it ain't.
Right.
That's
Let me ask you,
I
DJ.
mean, look what Saban did real quick though. Look what Saban did with Power Rangers. He went to Japan and took the Sentai, brought it back to America. Was like, we're gonna call it Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And now it's
hey,
got
I
a
tell you what. In
Who-
Japan, they used to call it like in Japan when I was a kid, they used to call it Gorinjas, Go Rangers.
see,
So it's
see?
already in the mix over there. It was Saban until Saban took it. It was late, so no good point.
Hmm.
Good point. Yeah, Goranjas is the name. Sorry about that, Harris. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Right, we got a little sidetracked. Go ahead.
That's what we do on this show. We get sidetracked like a motherfucker. Anyway, well, I want you to still finish kind of like your message, but then I got a thought. I was just gonna ask, like being in Tallahassee, is it like every other kind of state where it's like, oh man, y'all boys from Tallahassee, like the Miami cats kind of shrug
It's
y'all
a
off.
that thing. It's a definitely everybody like each city in Florida is like we're our own continent here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
you
town,
from that
y'all from Atlanta.
right. They can definitely tell you're an outsider if you go to their town. Like you ain't from around here.
Right.
That's
Wow.
definitely a thing.
Because you're on the panhandle side on the very north, right? Pensacola and all
Yeah,
that
we're
stuff.
there. We're there, right? So when they was like, when the Hurricane Ian come, I'm getting texts and phone calls like, "You good? You straight?" I'm like, "Bruh, it's in Fort Lauderdale." Like my prayers go out to those people
We
down
have no
south.
clue what
Like,
that is. We just think Florida is Florida, man. I think Florida is everything. Florida is Miami, man. I don't know. I have no
but
freaking
literally,
clue.
I've said that myself. Like, I'm so Florida to where like they're not even cities no more. Florida is the city just within the city. You'd be
Right.
like, "Where you from?"
All I,
From
all I
Florida.
know
Like,
is
what
that
part?
I'm voting for your governor to become the next president, man. I'm serious, man. DeSantis is the man. He man, that dude is a thug. What? That's all I gotta say.
Y'all kicking ass like Florida, Texas, all those states, both those states kicking ass as far as freedom, at least, man. I like the way y'all was rocking out.
No mask.
Yeah, with the mask. Like I love that shit. I'm an anti-maxer and so I loved all that shit. I was
Don't
like,
tell me what to do.
You know what I mean?
Once you're from Florida, you can survive worse states than just that. It was like, for what? We know how to maintain it.
Yeah. So how far is it from Jacksonville? Like, is it
Jacksonville is probably for me, it's probably maybe like a 2, maybe 3, depending on traffic, maybe like 3-hour trip.
Yeah.
So taking Florida from the west, stretching down to the southeast. Okay, so you have Jacksonville, then you got Fort Lauderdale on the east, and then you got Tampa on the west, southwest. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And then you got or is it Orlando towards Fort Lauderdale?
Then I think they call that like Central Florida somewhere. Or
Central
like
Florida, and then you got Miami in the very south, and the Key West in the very south.
Yep, and that's completely like South Florida. That's when we're going to South Florida.
So, man, we got to go there, man. I want to visit.
It's beautiful. I've been to the Florida Keys, and it's so beautiful down there. Like because it's more tropical down there, so you really get the palm trees and the water, and being on a glass bottom boat. Like I just love being, because I'm a Pisces, so I guess my natural calling is to go to like water areas, and I feel so at home when I be down that way.
Oh man,
wow!
And I had got a friend in Florida, west side of Florida, where they had the he grew up around Tampa area, and he lives in Hawaii. He goes back and forth, and his name is Norman Morrison. Shout out to you, Norman, brother Norman. And this brother right here, he's like, I'm going, Norman, man, let's turn on the AC here in Hawaii. It's hell of humid. No, man, I love this weather. He loves the humidity. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, my butthole sweating over here, man. And this is my element. And he's like chilling. Oh no, I don't like AC. I'm from Florida, remember?
Right? We don't feel it. We don't. I tell people quick, I got like a Samoan state of mind. I'm like, I be in it and don't feel it at all. Like I'm the type of go in the freezing cold with no jacket on and be like, they be like, you're not cold. I'm like, no, like my mind don't be on focus on it's cold. I'll be like, I'm trying to get to my destination.
That's awesome. Yeah, me and Ray had that exact thing. Like when you really think about some shit, it'll fuck your mental up.
Yep.
I think being cold is a lot of that is being mental. Yeah, you're right.
I do the same thing. I don't claim sickness really. Like other people will call it out. They'll be like, oh, are you sick? And it's like, in my like smart ass head, or I'll tell them, I'll be like, if it, do I sound sick? Yeah. It's like, well, it is what it is. But usually I'm like, I'm not sick. I'm good.
Yeah. We're going always forever. Right. I'm good. I can do the show. I can do the show tonight. Trust me. Don't worry about it. I'm still there. Like I'm so dead.
I just don't like being sick, man.
Yeah.
I just don't like being sick. I don't like calling out sick. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, that's the beauty of like why I build a unity with my platforms. Like I grabbed Tasha, the Duchess. She's from like New York, and then Kyle's out in Connecticut, and then I'm in Florida, and then we just created this holy trinity with call ourselves like the Misfits and stuff like that. Okay. And I'm the type of person I consider this whole like ain't no one man bigger than the group mentality. So even if I do change out co-hosts, it's never bad blood. It's like, seasons change, you got something going on in your life. And I'll always bring you back for like co-hosting opportunities. We do anniversaries, reunions, whatever, like it's podcast. Like who really got time to be like, I'm a, discommunicate with you, but call me later.
Right. Yeah. And that should be like that. Never hold grudges, man. Grudges don't never. It's
Is it
a waste of time.
Is your show now? Is it just mostly you? Like, are you guys on those terms where some weeks you'll have like Kyle or Duchess on, or you usually
now because I know Duchess has like a job of regular 9 to 5, and then she's in the process of moving and stuff like that. So she lets me know ahead of time. So it was never like I'm just gonna jump ship and put it down. It was more like I gotta handle some stuff in the real world, and but who they want is still put first, because she forever either gonna call me, text me, or send a guest, and she'll be like, "Oh, I know you and Kyle can handle it." You know what I'm saying? It's all unification. That's why I was like, when I took last month off, it was just to kind of really get my mental together. And you got to realize that this is you. You are who they want. I got so complacent with depending on them that I kind of forgot my place in this whole thing. And then now when they was kind of disappearing, it was like, what am I acting like I'm scared to run my ship for? Like I've been piloting it the entire seasons, like 220 episodes. No show get recorded until I press record. So like you ultimately can handle it yourself.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying that you took some time off? I want to know what was going on in the dome when you decided to do that. Was it a slight burnout? Was it you just needed to take a little pause, or what was that, DJ?
It was because I'm a I consider myself like a workaholic. That's why I was able to put so many episodes together, and it'll be like there's so much in my catalog that I still got stuff from like my first season that still can get numbers right now. I still, you know what I'm saying? Like out of those episodes, everything is, season based. I'm like, I still have enough in my repertoire to I can take this fall back, but I was still, picking up stuff because I was like, this is my time to use my Who They Want entertainment, focus on my LLC. And then I got into the production side. And then so it's like, even though I took time off from Who They Want, I'm still working because now I got my hands on some projects with some content creators, and I'm like, oh, I'm loving this. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving how to work on my engineering. And does that sound good? Is that bad? Like I'm seeing what it's like from the outside in, and then like I can jump back in my show and be like, okay, I'm ready to make my grand return back to Who They Want. Even though I never left it, it's just I know more now. I'm more knowledgeable of, okay, these are things I can do. You learn time management. You learn how your audience, has certain things that they may like the most. And people will call or text and be like, I finally got a chance to check out show. Because I was doing it so back to back at the time, people really weren't catching the wave. So when you take that time off and then people are now on the wave, it's kind of like I never really took the time off because you can still, pull up any of my content.
Wow, that's that. You said that we constantly on this show talk about consistency, and you hit it right there. Time management. That
yeah.
Wow. Let's can we talk about that a little bit? Time management. I just got to tell you, I'm when it comes to my time, me and Harris, one of the common things we both have is that I don't know if you have it too. We both have OCD and Tourette syndrome, and we've explained it time and time over and over again on the show. Like, what is it like having Tourette syndrome and OCD? It's like another it's like a secondary personality. It tells you turn to the left. You're like, no, I'm not gonna turn to the left. Turn to the left. No, I'm not gonna turn to the left. And then finally, I'm gonna turn to the left. But time, especially Harris, when it comes to his time, I remember, I got 80 minutes. Like, I'm like, how the fuck are you 80 minutes? It's 5 o'clock. like he got it down to a second, man, like a millisecond, man. Like, damn, man, what are you, man? Just the watchmaker and shit. And he's so precise with his time, man. I gotta work in slots. I gotta work in slots from 1 to 3. This is what we do.
And it's dope because one of the things on the show we've been not struggling with, but just struggling with, like, as far as promoting and getting it, is like finding dependable people. When you say 9 is 9, if it's this, like, I'm that way. I know if I say I'm gonna be somewhere, but it's hard to find, like, even other artists and entertainers that are serious about their craft, but then the actions may not fully show.
Can we touch on that a little bit? Because
right,
as people of color, time is, man, we have a thing called Filipino time, man. Don't compare it to Japanese or Filipino time. We always late. But when we show up, we the life of the party. That's all I gotta say. You know, it's kind of like, kind of like when you go to church and you're like fashionably late because you want to go to the front of the pews because everything is taken, and you go in the front of and you're looking good. Yep, I'm looking cute today. I'm gonna walk up, and then you know the pastor is gonna like make fun of you. Or no, not make fun of you. No, he gonna make fun of you. That's in a comedy club. In church is even worse. The pastor's gonna give you that look. That look like
that
you
dead eye,
better
like
put
he's
a
talking about
little
his
something.
friend, that lock eye,
Yeah,
when that lock eye on
you better put a little something on the basket today, son. Okay, because we're gonna have a little chat. You know, yeah, no. So I'm
Because I was
thinking,
doing my group like that. I did my group. I think my first set of group, right? My season 2 just started, and I would say, all right, guys, we're gonna meet at 8, and then they start showing up by like 8:20, 8:30, and then I'm like, I'm finna start finding like an old school band. I'm like, y'all finna get charged like $5, and then they make this joke back and be like, you're not even paying us, and I'm like, I'm still running this podcast. I don't care. I'm the CEO here.
Yeah,
like,
again,
respect me enough.
Yeah, but see,
That's when I was like, I'm workhorse.
Yeah, see with this one right here. Now, have you given up your 9-to-5 dream? Are you investing all your time right now into content creating?
Absolutely.
You are.
Absolutely. I'm full drive. Like, I'm putting, you know what I'm saying? I look at my monthly income and be like, all right, this month I'm gonna pay for this. You know, do I need a new mic? Do I need some headphones? And, you know, like I've spoken about my producership now, I'm actually learning how to create podcasts and then selling them. Like, I'm letting y'all get my little secret right now. Like, I'm just, you know, come up with some concepts and I'll structure them, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna sell this for like, 50 bones, like no more than 50. And then it's not to anybody. It's kind of like, I know people, probably some people I worked with in the past that has done some podcasts, that I'm like, this will be a perfect fit for you because I know what your structure. And like I say, when you talk about conversations of strong suits, I'm like, I know, like, what would I create? And I got 3, I think I got like 3 or 4. And this has just been within that month time off that it just been, oh, I got to think of something quick. I'm like, because when it comes to podcasts, everybody going to always ask that typical question: what's your niche? Like, what is your niche? And then when you ask what's who they want niche, I'm like, I am the niche. Like, because I got so much of everything for different days of the week. It's either entrepreneurship this day, business this day, music interviews that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cover all niches. And now I'm kind of like, I did get overwhelmed. So now I'm like, what if I just broke what I'm already doing into separate branches of podcast, put them on my entertainment label, so it's still who they want content. Now I'm just getting paid to lease them. I'm basically leasing them.
Have you received any stream, like royalty streams from the podcast from Spotify and all Apple and all that? Anything there? I mean,
I got some ad sponsorships came my way. Wasn't much at the time because you got to think I'm still kind of considered a newbie even though I'm 2 years in. So here and there I might hit a lick. That's why I was like, when I created my LLC, it was like I found a loophole with it. You know what I'm saying? They was like, sponsorship is your way to get money in podcasts. I'm like, okay, cool. But then people are strategic on how they want to spend their money. So then I went back to my hustle mentality of when I used to sell my, mixed CDs. I'm like, you are who they want. I keep saying my channel, like, you are who they want. Make the people spend money. Like, if you can, people don't know they need water until they're thirsty. Like, if you can sell them a bottle of water, you can sell them a podcast. You can sell them who they want.
Speaking of which, Cash App, Harris Podcast. No, right now,
you did.
You didn't know that you needed to donate a $5 bill tonight. And I'm gonna send $1.50 to Ray and $1 to DJ Steady. So hit that cash.
Yes, I need to refill my Menehune water. Wow, wow. Because that name alone, who they want, that's original on its own light. Who they want. Like, you're saying that just came out because when we first, oh my gosh, man, when we first came out with the name of this podcast, it was gonna be Harry is drinking again, right? And I'm always looking at my brother over there. I'm going, Harry's
drinking again. Yeah.
No, but in the beginning, remember, before we even got started, I'm like, brother, Harry? Like, you don't look like a Harry. Like, I understand where you grew up and all that
Drink
stuff,
it again.
but I'm sorry, man. We some niggas here. I'm sorry. No, that's who we are, man. We some thugs. Like,
Straight up.
we
I
no
love it.
filter and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right?
I'm
Because the
going,
biggest thing about podcasts that's gonna sell is gonna be your name. Like the name has
yeah.
to attract. Like
And
don't
I've
nobody
known
want
this
to
man
get it
since
in
he
his
was.
comment.
I've known this man since he was a youngin', and I'm going, Harry? No. And then I remember it was the night after. I go, no, let's call it Harris. Yeah, that sounds like that's a true brother's name. That's it, man.
Right?
I mean, come on, man. You're Harry, and I'm Ray G. Come on, man. And then we changed and said, nah,
You
I don't
build
see
that
you as Harry.
correlation.
Yeah, and then from there we went, what is it about?
Yeah, when I was
Drinking
raising,
again.
my shit, I had nothing to do about race or what the fuck it sound like. It started as an inside joke because my homeboy used to call me Harry. Like I used to go by Harris a lot. Coaches, different people would just say Harris. Harris, get your ass over here. And then when I would be drinking, they'd be like, "Where the fuck's Harris?" Like Harry's drinking again. And I used to hate that shit. And so I pretty much flipped it on his ass. He's supposed to be the one doing my my fucking tagline here, but he's yet to do it. So I just did it myself. Like Harry's.
Love it.
But when he sent me the Harris, I'm looking at it and I'm like, looks so fucking stupid. It's so long. It's like Harris is Drinking Again podcast. God damn, 5 words. Oh shit. And I'm like, but then a couple days, I'm like, Harris is Drinking Again podcast.
You got the feel for it. You had to let it sink in. You had to let it sink. I know it. I know what you're saying.
And I was like, hit that. I said, you motherfucker, you, man. I said, it kind of sound tight. But then
that's what I do, man. That's what I do. I mean, you guys freestyle flow. I can't do none of that.
Yeah. I was fucking around with the logo editor. Like I already had the Harry's Drinking Again, like the logo and shit. The words. And then I'm looking. And then I backed out and I typed in Harris is, and I had to sit on it for like 2 or 3 days, like looking at different fonts and then all that shit. And I'm like, Harris. So,
wait, is that why our show started January 6th, motherfucker, man? Not January 1st.
Probably shit.
You had to sit on that, like, let's see, 2 more days I'm gonna sit on it.
Yeah. He was drinking again while he was thinking about the name Drinking.
Oh,
it was New Year's. It was a lot of booze available. He had to let it sit, and then when he sobered up, it was like it works.
It works. That's it. Yeah, Harris is Drinking Again. That's all. Now that got stay in power.
Harris is Drinking Again. Have you gotten? That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to work towards, bro. Is like I want to get a liquor sponsor. Of course, just need one. And I sent Ray something today, like there's podcasters like 2,000 subs. Get sponsors or something like so they say. Have you had any experience or success with that, or even any tips or pointers of how we can go about getting a damn sponsor? Do you have to be monetized? I mean, I know there's all sorts of these companies want to see you got numbers and viewers and shit, but
it's confidence. I would say it's confidence. It's believing in your brand, and standing 10 toes firm. You know what I'm saying? I can sell you $1 million even if I don't have $1 million to give you. You just got to learn how to step in with that confidence and don't let them break you. Because once they see that poker face, once they see you bluff, they're gonna pull out. Like you have to believe in it. Like I made an international stardom in like 3 months, and you know what I'm saying, with just like 100 listeners at the time, but it was already global. So I'm like, when I say my intro, like this is the internationally known podcast show that does everything that they don't. And then was it your overall like panache that got you there, or what was that thing that made it click? That gave you that. It was my consistency. It was the consistency because I broke the barrier of like I didn't want to do once a month. I didn't do once a week. I was doing it every day. I was 7 days a week, back to back. I was working.
We thought we was consistent
because I already knew I was new to the game. You already got a billion competitors already out there. So in order to make my mark, I got to go harder than everyone ever has done.
So when you say like your first live, or first was it on YouTube, or was it just like pre-recorded and you sat on it and said I'm gonna post it somewhere, or like where was your what was your head at? Like, did you start with YouTube, or were you like, fuck, I'm just gonna go straight to Spotify? What was your kind of?
It was the Facebook vibe. It was asking the audience, asking people on Facebook, and then they would respond to certain topics that they want to hear me cover, and then you research and be like, because I was working with Zoom, so I'm like, okay, I was getting it for the audio, but I was like, I want to really be in touch with the audience, so that's when I looked up StreamYard and I got invested in the StreamYard, and I was like, yo, I like this, and then the YouTube came later down the line, but it was just being able to feel the love and the warmth of having actual people, come and say what they like, what they dislike, and be a part of the conversations. And then, if you got nights that your co-host can't make it, it was perfect for me because it still gave me an audience to, long as they would speak back, it gave me that courage to keep going. Because I'll sit there and I'll stop mid-show and be like, I'm just ranting at this point. I don't really have nothing to talk about. I'm just live just to be live. You know what I'm saying? And then my cousins would jump on and be like, you got this, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the support that drives me harder.
So on your show, I mean, is it like like on our show, we fire up, freaking, we smoke, we drink,
we got that open door policy. We got an open door policy like that. We'll say, be comfortable. We want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, we did a show where we're Harris shroomed, and man, that was the most cerebral,
iconic episode.
We do have, honestly, I see now that you're just saying what we do, I'm a little disappointed in the fact that Ray just has a wife beater on, right? I do, I wish, I can't wait till we get it in studio, and I get the money to just buy a new shirt, because I like to do a collar shirt every week. And then I was like, man, but I do an off the cuff every time it's not a Thursday. And we do a live.
All right, next time I'm gonna wear my blazer with the school emblem on there, motherfucker. Okay, you satisfied with that one right there? And the Philippine flag over here, bitch, right over there on the right chest.
The disclaimer: he's still gonna have the white beater on underneath.
He's still gonna have
I will still have the white beater underneath.
I'm trying to be professional. Gosh damn it, no, but
you can't change this, man. He got seniority.
That's right, man. I'm senior citizen, man. I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Right. No, well, one night we did a back to because I pay the.
Are you talking about the 8-hour one that we did?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I still pay the premium membership, but not the pro.
Right.
Right. If I get the pro, I can go 8-hour. And so the shit cut off, and I didn't know. This was like 13 weeks in. And I'm like, I'm thinking the Russians are hacking me, all sorts of crazy shit. Like, what the fuck? Kicking the screen and shit. We go back again, but on the second half, man, I think Ray would catch Ray just nodding off and shit. Like, just like
he was done.
I know, right? And that should be the one to wait, because I was like, what? Wait, okay, first of all, you're tapping in from Florida. So what time is it over there now? Around 11 something?
11:56, almost midnight.
Almost midnight, man. God bless you, man. Thank you for hanging in there. Dakota, you're in Mountain Time. You're like almost 10 o'clock over there. And I'm in Hawaii. It's almost 6 o'clock over here.
Oh,
like on 3 different Fridays.
I got family in Hawaii, right? My cousins are over there. But when he goes live on Instagram and I see how beautiful it is, like, I'm a cultural person. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I just love other people's culture and be like,
oh man,
I gotta go. It's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list. Like,
yeah,
I want to
come through.
Yeah. Show love.
Come through, man. In fact, my boy Phil just came here vacationing with his wife. The last time he was here, he had one of those, on his wrist, like, because something happened. He was on parole or something, so he couldn't go in the water, right? And we thought of all kinds of like duct tape and everything, so he wasn't able to get in the water. But this time around, he came back, and the wrist, the ankle, whatever, the house arrest thing was taken off. So we was out there Turtle Bay, just dipping in the water and just
Love it.
enjoying it and everything, you know. So yeah, we had a good
I'd be
time.
a bitch going to a paradise and you can't even, you can literally just dip your toe. You're like, yeah, man, I can't go no further than that. I'll come back and do it again when I'm off paper.
The water is so nice over here, bro, man. The minute you walk in, man, I guarantee you just want to like dive in the water with all your clothes on. It feels so good. Like, fuck it.
For comedy purpose, imagine if water would have hit that ankle. Or you talking about dipping that toe in, and then a wave would have went, and he would have got the shock of his life.
Yeah,
you had to send him back home in a pine box.
Oh yeah, oh no, yeah, no, it's beautiful over here, man.
Well, he always said he would die before he went to jail. So,
yeah,
you got a mixture of the both. You went to jail, they did you that.
Yeah, man. Wow.
I love this show, man. You guys are cool.
Oh man, I'm glad, man. I really appreciate you coming to the show, man. I'm glad you're with us today, man. We were so hyped up, man. We that's why we called you earlier, and then when you was chopping it up, I said, man, that could be a podcast on its own.
Yeah.
You know,
on its own, because it's energy. I'm all about energy. Like I'm a big energy type of person. So like once I immediately got the vibe, I'm like, I can handle this. This ain't nothing. Because I know in my rookie status was always I gotta have a wingman. I'm like, look, I'm finna go do these interviews. I just need you to be there. Like they might ask you a few questions, they might not, but just be there, just to be in my corner, so I know what I'm doing. Now I'm like, this is nothing to me. Now I do this on the regular.
Right.
Like I overheard you when I first got on. You said that it's something that you just felt it was natural.
Yeah.
You know,
like
and we
calling you.
Yeah, and like you felt that way before you started your own podcast, Steady, or did you?
Absolutely.
You know,
I got a microphone like tattooed on my arm. Like there's
damn,
literally a microphone right there. There's a whole mic on my arm. So like I've been invested in this like forever.
Yeah.
Damn. See, you've been wow.
Yeah. And you said in 2008 you were still in, was it high school or just coming out of high school?
Coming out of high school around that era, I was coming out, man. I was doing my thing.
Around
it was what's up?
Oh, so around 09, about 4 weeks ago, we played some. I go through my archives. I play music and stuff. Things that I find from like 2008, 9 files and shit I still have, and but I found it was a beat. I guess me and Ray would basically just like record our phone, like we'll be on the cell phone, the LG chocolate or some shit, whatever the fuck it was, and we'll be on the phone, and then I would just be playing a random beat in the back, recording it, and I put a couple of those on MySpace, like before the word podcast was even, and like you spoke about, like we've always been on the cutting edge of shit, but then never quite, like we're hoping to capitalize with this shit, or
once it takes off, you be like, man, I could have hit it first. Like imagine if we was hitting this in the MySpace era, we could probably be what Joe Rogan is now.
Yeah. Oh, hitting with no problem. Like with no problem, because I watched Joe Rogan and I'm going, you know what? Yeah, the brother's good, but you know what? There is one thing missing.
I say the same thing. It's a bland energy that's just not. It's just not hitting right.
You know,
that's why I'm like, don't get me wrong.
I learned something from Joe Rogan, and he's my age. And I know, and I'm going, wait a minute. I know what it is. He knows all that thing. There's one thing I have that he don't got. I got the biblical knowledge, brothers. That's why I got the Bible underneath my, So, yeah, no, that's what we're all about. That's that dichotomy.
Everybody got their own sauce. Everybody has their own sauce. Like I'm a big avid podcast watcher as well. So like before I do a show, I'll watch like Drink Champs or 85 South or something just to kind of get the energy up. And then I'll be like, all right, I got this. So I take my formula, be like, I'll take kind of little notes and be like, okay, this right here, and I'll kind of do it, but I'll put my swag on it. So when I do it, it's authentic. But it'd be like, oh, I ain't do nothing but just like watch an hour of a certain interview, and then I'll just jump on and kind of reiterate the interview I just watched and just do it the Who They Want style.
That'll work. That'll work.
I gotta ask you because I get hyped up like that too. let me play. Let's play like a name game. Let me just, since you said Drink Champs 85 South show, Corey Holcomb 5150 show. Yeah,
150.
Star
Star.
Report. You mess with him at all?
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden, yeah, Joe Budden.
Uh,
DJ Academics.
Yeah, DJ Academics.
Everybody's invested into it now. Everybody. T-Pain got the Nappy Boy Radio podcast.
Yeah. Okay. The Math Hoffa, man, his shit going hard. What do you what's your opinions on this Charleston White character?
Publicity stunts. It's all publicity stunts. Attention. It's an attention thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows his background. Everybody know what type of moves he can make. So nobody's gonna really like actually threaten to do something to this character. Now, because you know what he can do.
I think
but at the same time, it's childish.
I think we almost live in a day, and sometimes I sit back and I watch the YouTube lane, the YouTube world so much, and I'm like, damn, like I could really, almost anybody could say something. You know, we could probably go in on Charleston right now, and like just and it's like all it takes is a motherfucker to respond. You know what I mean? And it's like somebody could, I think of all these scenarios of like, damn, I wonder if it's that easy. If I do it too. If I do it. Should I just crash out on YouTube tonight? Like, fuck it, you
go completely controversial and be like, this is gonna launch my career because I need these ratings, right? It's a ratings boost. Like, you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna have to be like, bruh, I wasn't like legitimately trying to attack you, but since you responded and we're in the heat, I'm not gonna lose my fan base behind you. I'm gonna go hard for my fans.
Right. So, how do you feel about this whole? How do you feel about this whole? Oh no, go ahead. I'll jump on the next question. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna say, for the record, I fucks with Charleston White. I really do. Like, I fucks with him. He's funny as shit, and I really did some research. And motherfucker really is an activist, and I like the way he speak. I like the way he speak, homie. Yeah.
No, say all this now is publicity. It's just publicity. You know what I'm saying? But he really is out there. I do the back stories too. I'm like that,
and I like how he he down to die for his word, man. I love that shit. He's like, I'll be a martyr. Yeah. And I think he really serious with that shit though. But yeah, I fuck with him though.
But that's what separates, right? Because everybody them got too into social media. Everybody feeds into it. You know what I'm saying? You can be anybody on social media. Doesn't mean that's me once I get off the character.
He's like, that's a character, homie. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Even the Harry Scary shit, but it's goddamn so it's kind of like an alter ego, you know what I'm saying? As soon as
I use that mantra all the time. I'll tell people quit. Once I'm DJ steady and I'm in show mode, that characteristic is the energy I bring. That's just in that character moment. Once I get off
but you need it though.
Right. Once I get off this and I get on my PlayStation and I'm playing video games, that's just me being at home.
Yeah. You got kids, DJ Steady? You got kids?
No, I have kids, but I have a host of nieces and nephews and family like that. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? Keep it like that, and when your time comes, man, because I tell you, like I always tell Harris, I said, man, you'll be amazed. Of course, I'm a lot older. My kids are in their 20s.
Right.
They watch you when you don't think they're watching you. Like, I can't wait till Dakari is like 18, 19. I bet you he's gonna be doing more than what his daddy's doing. Like, oh no, I got this metric that I got, like they're watching.
We are the blueprint. We're the blueprint. We lay down the blueprint in all our actions, things we do, things we say. They're gonna sit back and they're gonna study that. School is not always the place to go to get educated. Life is the biggest lesson in the end.
That's why I told my kids, I'm like, they're contemplating college. I said, man, college, you know what? I went to college. I took it all the way to senior, majoring in business, and I dropped out because they wanted me to take some stupid psychology that's not even, and I paid my way through college. And I go, the only thing I can remember in college is I learned time management. I learned how to write better. That's about it.
Right, we
That's
just go to
about
get the
it.
quick trade to what we're already missing from our bank. We just go in and pick up that trade. When we done master that trade, I don't need to go the rest of the steps. I got what I needed.
No, no. In fact, I tell him, you know what? Get certifications or just do it yourself with the internet, and you come out with no like business. I didn't even
That's
really study finance. I understood it, but I didn't.
It seems like the world's going back to like trades, man. All that
Yep.
shit. The electrician, the welding. Shout out to Joey, man. Hopefully your welding is going good, man. Like shit, man. They again the schools take it away. They almost like stripped it to like make a lack of tradesmen, and now we're like in need of tradesmen, especially in
We do.
my age group, your age group. 40 and under, 20 to 40. We need motherfuckers for when we become baby boomers to like do that shit, man. We need them hard
because
working.
we killed. You got to look at it though. We killed the trade with China and wanted to produce everything, for ourselves. So that was brought it back. It's just the fact if everything's going to be American made, then we got to re-implement, the factory workers. We got to get y'all back out here. We got to rebuild y'all and get y'all back as laborers. That's what that was. That was a business move. Like
And
it's either that
everything
or
right
we
now
go
in the
back.
country, everything right now is 25 years and up late. I mean, infrastructure is getting old, pipes are getting old. The bones in our
Yeah,
structure is starting to get old. We need to fix that.
we became too dependent. Yeah, we became too. We got lazy because all we wanted to do was fatten our pockets and
Get into
waste away.
stocks.
And right, that became a thing now. And
You
now
know,
Bitcoin and all cryptocurrency is a thing now. And I'm like, y'all laughing at it now, but I'm pretty sure if you watch Back to the Future, that's gonna be our way of payment. I'm like, I'm so
Oh,
into the now. I'm like, I pay attention to the signs of time. It may not look like much now because they're trying to get it adjusted and really working. But once it hit, it's gonna be like oil for us.
oh, I think our currency is gonna be two kinds of currency. You're gonna use crypto for all of your online purchases, whatever Uber, DoorDash
Yep.
and shit. And then you're gonna need your hard cash for other things like certain investments and things like that. So
Facts.
we're gonna
I
have
agree.
two kind of currency. I think we do,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
that was one of the. That's honestly like, bro. Crypto is how basically this podcast kind of started. Like
Yes, it did. Yeah.
I came up on the whole when the Doge shit hit, and then I came up again on the Shiba Inu hysteria. And then then I just started going down the fucking rabbit hole, XRP and all that shit. But those two
Yeah.
licks right there, when the fucking Doge went up like from a nickel to a quarter overnight or some crazy shit. Anyway, I was like, man, I ain't never gonna have the money like this again. And it's almost like something in my spirit told me, just as we were coming on the beginning of this year, I was like, you know what? I'm done talking. I'm done like not being about it, man. And I just made that switch. I bought all my equipment off basically crypto. So shout out to
I
crypto.
love it. Right? It
Yeah.
was
So there's a
mad because we
history.
was in the pandemic. We hit this pandemic and it made us sit down and made us stay home. And that's what really pushed my momentum. I'm like, I'm virtual podcasting and I love it. Like, cause it's still the same as
Mm.
in
And
studio, just depending on your internet connection.
you started like in the actual pandemic then, huh?
Yeah, I jumped on. I had already had it mapped out, but like
Yeah.
I really just went for it. Was like, cause I felt like people like me. I'm like, you're in the house, you're bored, it's four walls, and you're tired of watching reruns all day. I'm like, I might as well create a virtual talk show. Like I literally sat and talked to my grandma and them and my family, and I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast. And I was like, I think I'm gonna be good at it. And it was like, all right, if you're gonna do it, do it. But if you're gonna do it, be the best at doing it. Don't just rinky dick it, which I've never have at anything I want to accomplish. It just was the idea of it was kind of like that gamble of like, am I gonna do? You laugh with yourself like, am I really gonna do it for real? And then I get in and I watched this interview. Like my first time was like watching an interview of Drink Champs, and I saw Marlon Wayans on. That was like my first time really opening the door for podcasts, even though it's been here for
Mm.
like years. But just sitting on YouTube bored and learning it. Then I got bored with the how to create a podcast. I'm like, man. So I posted on my Facebook one day, and I was like, I'm thinking I'm going to start a podcast. Not for nothing, just randomly posted it, and a lady comments and goes, "What's your Cash App?" And I sent it, DM'd her the information. She sent me some funds, and she was like, "Go get your microphone. You're gonna do this podcast." I was like, "Well, I told you it was handed to me. Like it was like I'm made for this."
What someone actually invested and say, "Boy, here's some money. Get your setup."
You would
Absolutely.
damn.
Wait, if you don't mind me asking you, my brother, man, what was your setup? What was your initial setup? I mean, because the microphone that you're seeing right now
setup was a Chromebook, a Zoom account, and a USB microphone.
And what kind of USB microphone was it? Was it not the one that you're using now? Something a little bit more.
It was one of those cheap, inexpensive ones. You got to test the waters before you can really get up there. And
then, like what I got.
Right. And then once I learned the difference between what they call the,
compression mic.
I can't call it. Yeah, you learn the difference. Dynamic and the other ones. It was like
compression.
Okay, you learn your sound. You learn how to control. I'm like, but my room is already kind of studio mapped out. I'm like, it's a bunch of stuff in here. So you got the concussion part out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, once you got headphones on, I'm like, once you got your headphones on, I don't hear the sound or anything like that. And I was just like, you know what? I got this. I'm like, they tell you to spend like $2,000 on equipment. I'm like, I didn't start with $2,000. I started with $100.
Yeah.
Wow, damn, you beat me on that one. The mine is $250. My boy from Sacramento, man, bought me like, go get yourself your, I said, what'd you buy me, Dave? What'd you buy me? What you got me? And of course, the wife was gonna give him a hard time. I can't believe. No, I told my boy this and that. He wanted a podcast, and I prayed on it. And next thing you know, right here, this pretty little.
Yeah. I was gonna get that one too. I was gonna get it just because of that red glow. But I was like, nope, I don't want to be too fancy, right? I got a trophy case of microphone.
What are you working with right now tonight? What is that bad boy right there?
This is what brand? I don't know what the brand is. I got it off Amazon with the Monocaster Pro, but it's like one of those XLR microphones. So I just grabbed like the best kind. It's a good brand, like it's a name brand. I just can't call it right off the head. And I was like, yo, I love this mic.
Looks good, yeah.
I got this one as my 30th birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm 31 now, so I got it last year for my 30th birthday. It was like, might as well, if I'm going to spend money on my birthday, at least buy it, investing in my dreams. And then I got a boom arm and stuff like that. And, piece by piece, you'd be like, I watch it flourish.
I love nerding out on shit like that.
For real.
Looking at the specs and the hardware information, like what kind of mic. Why I used the Megami Gold microphone cable because it's like one of the best, right? They say
right. You go by the ranking system. And now I got my eyes on this a Shure mic. I'm like, now I got to get Shure because I'm a professional now, and sound means everything in podcasts. So you got to have a sturdy mic that can withstand the test of time. And I'm like, every podcast show I watch, they got a Shure mic. So I'm like, that seems like the go-to for podcast. But then I'm different. I'm like, you don't have to get that because they got it. What works for them works for them.
Hey,
should I just look at the number of the hertz and everything? Because I don't know none of the technical stuff and whatever sound good. That's the one.
That's it. I'm sold.
I'm a Rode fanatic. This is a Rode mic. I have 3 mics. They're all Rodes. But when I was 18, going through this whole process, some cats would have the baby bottle and the whatever was.
I had a baby bottle.
Whatever was back then, the Bluebird and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I had a pair. Mike Tyson wears these on his podcast, Hot Boxing.
Right.
But
yeah,
I originally bought these back in 2012 at Guitar Center. Anyway,
those headsets.
These headsets. Yeah, these are the ones I had when we were fucking with Quester back in like 20. Yeah, and but then going through my process and shit, then I'm seeing. I wanted to get these, but then I seen when Mike was rocking them. I was like, oh shit, if he's rocking them, I'm gonna definitely get them again. I liked them anyway, but I was like, yep. And
man, now he got the chair. Now he got
my set. But I'm not gonna lie, my mic this is a good mic, but I'm constantly looking at like, damn, they got like this $2,500 motherfucker. I think this is like a $400 or $300 mic, and yeah, I think this is I don't know. I have a 4, but I think the other one, the Rode NT2A, is There's the other one, but this is it's for broadcasting, specifically. I don't know.
That's what I did. I do when I'm researching for the mic, and then I watch a bunch of YouTube reviews on them, make sure they're good quality. Like I'm big on make sure the reviews are sturdy, because you can get an inexpensive mic and still get all the qualities of an expensive mic. I just think it depends on your setup and whether or not you're gonna edit or filter. Like being that I do majority of my shows live now, I'm like I don't really have time to worry about the editing factor of it because all my shows are live streamed.
So do you even do clips, or do you even what's the length? What's the average length of your show? Steady. What's
Man, on a good night, man, we can go like 2 hours strong on a good night. Like that's just because the energy's there, the vibe is there, like all gas, no brakes. And then I'll start texting the co-host like, all right, now I got sleepy, or it's just that moment to wrap it
Two
up.
hours? But that's every day though, right? That's every day. Okay, now
It just
now you're
depends on
saying
the vibe. Like it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like if the vibe is there, we'll rock out. And I'll be like, yo, I'm loving it. But then I had got to the point where I was like, okay, guys, we got to kind of cut down on the time, because you got to think that I'm putting all this stuff on my Podbean, on my Anchor at the time. And I'm like, don't nobody, after that first 45 minutes, people kind of started creeping out anyway. So you got to kind of, again, that's what the time management got to come in and be like, having a long show is great for viewership, but you got to think, you got to worry about your listeners. You don't want to bore people. They're going to support it because they love you and who you are and what you got going on. But eventually they're going to be like, all right, it's time to wrap this up. But then my analytics was like, most people loved it, my show, from like, I think 1 to like 5 p.m. I was like, oh, so I got like a time segment of when people tune in to Who They Want. And I was like, got to give the people what they want. So I'm back in the ranks next week. We kicking it off. You know what I'm saying? Harris is drinking again on Who They Want Monday. He going to be in the building. You already know. We got Ray G in the building Monday. We going to be in there. We going to turn up.
Oh man, it's gonna be great, man. I just envision, I would say 3 years at the most, maybe 5, that we're gonna be doing some like major commercials where maybe there's some words and all that, and building off of this, because what this podcast is doing is that it's creating new performers out there, new entertainers, right? I mean, we could be one.
It's the avenues that it opens up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm forever into the revenue research of it. I'm like, they never guarantee you that your contract's going to hit you, no matter what amount of content it's the consistency. And then look at the ones that are paid, are the ones that already are rich anyway. Like Joe Rogan getting a deal with Spotify, but then look how Spotify kind of knocked them down because they censored them now. They was like, bro, you saying too much stuff, but we don't approve. So I'm kind of like, at this point in my life, I don't think, of course I want to earn the revenue, but I'm doing it because I'm passionate now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to take away that. Like, I don't want the green eye bandit to destroy my empire because I got greed and structured it on how quick can I make $100 million out of this show. Like, I done had, classic guests. I done had Father MC, Shy from Garfield.
You got Father MC?
Facts. I done had him come bless us. You feel me? The legend was on my show.
That was my era, man. That's my jam.
But to have him in my first year of podcast was like so iconic. I'm like, what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the beauty of working with the team that have the connects that they can pull these type of people up. Like Tosh growing up in New York, like these are family members still. Like she can have regular everyday conversation with these people. So when she when she called me and tell me she got these people for the show, I'll be like, I'm super fan. I'm in fan mode. And she's like, he that's just the homie. And I'm like, that's because you're used to these people. I'm like, let me have my moment.
Yeah. And then you meet somebody who never met them and knew them. They're all like starstruck. Like, oh, I just, no, that's
I sat down with Jon Stewart, the guy who helped direct
Jon Stewart, the
director of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Jon Stewart.
Oh, okay.
I had him. Wow. I had that Jon Stewart on. But it was just iconic because I'm like, thank you for making my childhood great. You know what I'm saying? You gave me Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is still iconic. And he's into music.
I don't know if you can see, but you can't see it, but I had a big ass scar on my chin because of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Because my ass want to do a motherfucking reverse roundhouse in the goddamn bedroom. It bust my shit on my chest.
Man, you should have just told me, man. Your brother would have just taught you that in a heartbeat. You know me. That's natural, man. I do that on a daily.
Power Rangers, though.
In my sleep. Reverse roundhouse, man. Yeah.
But the way Reggie was like John Stewart, it was that John Stewart. He thought about the John Stewart. I thought it was.
Oh, the comedian, yeah. John Stewart. Okay, well,
I didn't think about it because when I had the paperwork from the email from one of the people I was dealing with, it just said John Stewart, director or whatever. And I was like, and because if you look up that John Stewart, it says the same identical thing. So I'm geared up thinking I'm gonna talk about his role in Big Daddy because he got some iconic roles from some movie line. And then I get it, I'm like, this is a whole nother direction of John Stewart. You know, you have to shift your energy. I'm like, but then you kind of like disappointed, but then like, oh,
no, man. It's like I thought that was a comedian, John Stewart. You know, but we are gonna have Larry Hankin, though, man. You know, I don't know if you know Larry Hankin. The dude
that's my boy.
Yeah, no, he was on
Billy Madison, Carl from Billy Madison, man. He was on Seinfeld.
Man, he was on Breaking Bad when they did the whole. Remember in Breaking Bad when they did the U-Haul in the battery, and he was the grumpy tenant in Friends. He was in Seinfeld. Man.
He was in Money Talk. You know, he was helping Franklin with the scalping. So he got an extensive career.
Yeah, man. And they, you know, I was gonna wait and do Ray, man. You just let the cat out the bag. But yeah, man.
Sorry, man. I got excited, man. See what happens. Steady.
Larry Hankin coming on, you know, brother.
You got me unsteady, brother, man. Thanks a lot.
I almost still don't believe it, but everything's confirmed and a go. And whatever, you know.
Well, I'm gonna hunt that motherfucker. Hey, man, you said though, right? You said though. Yeah, we come at him like that, like, you know. I'd be like, no, but you said though.
Have you?
Yeah, he come on.
You said you had him on your show as well, or did you get Tommy Chong, or who else did you have on your show? Or who had Tommy Chong?
That's Rico. Rico had him, but I'll have him on the 24th. He'll be blessing.
Oh, you're gonna have Tommy Chong, man?
Come on, on the 24th of this month coming up.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're gonna definitely tap into that, man.
Oh, I want to tap into that, and if possible, you know me. You give me a hand, I'll take your elbow. You know, it's like you mind giving it a little plug. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Chong. I would love.
Yeah,
I would love.
That's big,
Tommy Chong to just freaking blow up with Tommy Chong, just fucking chief.
Bro,
Tommy Chong.
My weed, everybody's weed career, like Tommy Chong, Snoop. Like, there's only like there's only like there's a weed Mount Rushmore, and there's only a few cats on there. And it would be like Tommy Chong, Snoop,
Tommy Chong, Snoop, Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson. Who else?
I'm gonna go
Lil Wayne.
Snoop, Willie Nelson.
Lil Wayne. See, I'm such an old head. For popularity, yes, but I would put Redman or Method Man on the weed Rushmore.
For sure, Redman. OG. Yeah, Method. Yeah, Red. Definitely.
Lil Wayne. I mean, for weed, but and then who?
Dave Chappelle.
What are the artists really represent the weed like that though? Devin the Dude, you know. I think Devin the Dude.
Yeah, that was his era. They had
Devin Afro the Dude. Man. Yeah. Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah.
Wiz Khalifa.
Well, Wiz Khalifa would be like on the new new Rushmore, the new Olympics. You know, like you have the new cats. You like Lil Duval or some shit like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Burner.
Cat Williams.
And
no, we should just have a big old cannabis community, man. Because after all, man, it's America's favorite drug, anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you do a little. What are your vices, DJ Steady? You know, what helps get you through this life, man? And I mean,
music. Just literally music. Music would be my ultimate high.
Okay.
Music has gotten me through so much of my life. Even now, right? I'll create a good playlist and I'll just rock out and be like, I'm ready. Like my playlist is now been like hustle music, like get money type of music, because I'm in the CEO mode. So everything I listen to now is just motivating me like, you got to get this bag, you got to, change lanes. But
You listen to
I'm
a
doing
lot
it, and I love it because I'm doing it from the legal aspect.
of-
You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those turn dirty money into clean money moves. It's like, all my
Right,
money is
right,
definitely clean, right? Like, only thing I'm
right.
promoting is good podcast.
Yeah, because when you deal with like kind of like shiesty money, it's almost like you think you're gaining, but you gotta pay off so many motherfuckers along the way, and then you just, I mean, it's there, but it
Right.
is dangerous. It is. You gotta watch your back.
You
So
do,
no,
right?
we're
You
under the
always listen
clean
up.
money
I
too.
don't never want to be in a situation where I gotta always look over my shoulder. Gotta move state to
Nah, nah,
state
nah.
just to be
Yeah,
happy. I don't want, like you said, y'all talked about PNB Rock and all these, like it's, and then I'm getting reports like it's always the unknown rappers too that are getting killed that may not have so much publicized fame, but Chicago's losing rappers every day. You know what I'm saying? And like Detroit losing
can can
rappers.
we can
Texas.
we can we touch upon that just a moment, because I want to talk to you brothers about this, because you're both artists, you know the game. And this is just my take on it. Okay, so let's say for instance I'm the label. Okay, I'm the label, and you got cloud, you got following and everything, you got your catalog, all of that stuff all set up and everything, and I want you to sign on my label. And I'll give you a promise of like, okay, you do me an album or two albums, I'll give you 2.5 million. But that two and a
Okay.
half million, okay, of course, that 2.5 million, I'm just saying, say it come from other sources. I don't know, cocaine money, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Smuggle money whatsoever, because
What
that's where it's
the
okay.
label? The label?
No, the label, the money that you're gonna pay the artist, right?
But you said,
Um,
yeah. But you're saying
but
that
I'm gonna loan it out. So this is just what I'm thinking, okay? What I'll do is I'll sign you up, and I'm gonna say, okay, all your catalog is now under my label. I'm gonna license that, I'm gonna publish it and all that stuff, and then I'm gonna kick you down possibly $1 million, just But this, it's a loan, right?
Right.
Now, the thing is, then your album say it hits or it doesn't hit. I think and again, this is just I'm stipulating, it would probably be if I'm that kind of a businessman and I want the catalog because it's gonna be hot, because I don't know if this dude is gonna be hot on the next album.
Okay.
And here I am, I'm dishing him out $1.5 million. Even though it's a loan, it's still coming out of my pocket. So then all of a sudden you got the clout and everything. And I know for a fact, and everybody knows it's common sense, like you'll be lucky to have the second album as fat as the second album. The first album's always the hottest,
Yeah. We're
right?
gonna invest everything in the first one, and the second one we're gonna kind of throw it up in the air.
Yeah, because the first one, that's when you were hungry. That was you sleeping in your car, you're sleeping in couches, you was broke, doing all this stuff, whatever it is that you need to do to finish that catalog, your tracks and
Right.
catalog.
wait, are you getting that? Are you getting that? You're taking the life insurance out on me, motherfucker, because my lyrics is too violent and I have a high chance of dying.
Why not?
Paid off me?
Why not?
Yeah, bro.
Why not? Because that just makes
Like,
sense. Because
like the homeboy at a Empire or whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah! I will get a $5 million, $10 million policy on your life.
You're gonna die. Yeah.
Because
I
you're
get what
gonna
you're
die. And the fact of that is, I'm taking a chance on you on your first album, which I know is gonna sell because you're hot and new and you're fresh. And it's gonna in my market expense is gonna be cheap because your touring gonna be that expensive. And you're still not into that, diva mode, because you're still new. You're still, oh my god, it's the first time being in the limo. Oh my god, it's the first time,
Right. You gotta be
girls are on
broken.
me, freaking just sucking my dick for just because of me. I get it. So
Yeah, you
to
got it in
me,
hype.
yeah, and to me, I'm thinking like, you know what? If this dude right here starts acting about I don't really like him or something, some kind of like drama comes along the way, and I'm a gangster anyways, man. I don't mind whacking this dude out, taking my claim and everything, and then doubling my money because I invested $1.5 million to you. I put a policy of $5 million to you. Your ass die. I'll just keep your family happy. Here you go, 2 million, but I keep the 3 million, and then I put that into my collection on my label. Then my label still, starts, selling the catalogs and everything, track after track. I ain't never gonna go nowhere. And as the label, I'm like, I made up. That's just my thing. I don't know, fellas. What do you think?
It's logical, though. It's logical. It's
right?
logical. And in some aspects, it's been done. Not gonna say by what label or who, you know what I'm saying? But let's just be frank about it. It's been done countless times. And and I feel like that's becoming a new trend now. If you look at, just so many dying within the 6 months to a year time span, and then everybody's trying to point out, oh, look at the rings they're wearing. They all got these star rings on, like they targeting these, and then they like music streams. A song that was popular in 2018, 2008, then got like 1 billion views just because this person died. I can get that same love while they was here.
Yeah.
So I believe it's the same system, right?
Yeah.
We don't need you to be alive.
It hit me really strange when it hit me really strange when Prince died all of a sudden. When Prince died all of a sudden, because he went to his label and says, I've been recording in my house and I want all my masters. When he said that, the label said, no.
Yeah.
Same thing with Michael. Same thing with Michael and him buying Paul McCartney's publishing.
Yeah, all of their catalog, all the Beatles stuff.
They own
it was too greedy. He was buying too much up.
But see, with Prince, the thing about Prince is that he's a total artist, because Prince did not just record his own shit.
He's got the composer royalty, got the mechanical, the whatever mechanical,
the main sauce.
Every goddamn publishing points and all sorts of back end.
And he was strategic of who he would let in on.
And that little man wasn't
watching
dumb.
Interviews.
Yeah.
Interviews, they'd be like, Prince will call you and be like, do you own your masters? And he'll give you a chance. And he like, if you hesitate, he know you didn't own it. And he'd be like, I can't work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of remix, or it's hard to get a Prince so okay, with all that, right? See, I believe in so-called conspiracies. I'm a full-blown conspiracy motherfucker. I just, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Let's go.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's like, I believe in everything. Like, as far as the secret hip-hop meeting that took place back in the 92 or whatever, when there was everybody at the round table, and they made a definitive decision that they said the music's getting too positive, popular, and black folks actually have a new message to rally around. We can't let that happen. We have to start promoting drugs, violence, and prison, the whole prison industrial complex. Like I believe in that shit.
That's a big market.
And just from there, it was like literally hip hop has just been hijacked by Europeans long ago. And it's like now when they got people fighting each other, they don't even have to sit back and do nothing. They just give them everything, let them take each other out, right? But like knowing that, I don't know, are we just doomed? Because like, is it just not enough people realize it? And like, were there ever gonna be a change? I mean, is it because it's like I know how to act, I know how to behave. I don't see myself ever really knocking somebody off or doing some crazy shit based off the music, but I love me some ratchet. I still listen to Brother Lynch, split a nigga wig, decapitating babies and fucking eating, baby nuts and guts. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. I can listen to Lynch and fucking tuck my kid into sleep, fucking kiss him goodnight, and that's it. Like, so anyway, but like, yeah. So with that,
I just think that whenever there's
belief systems.
Yeah. I mean, because music, I mean, really, like, you guys are artists. I mean, the stuff that you put out, I mean, it's dangerous, man.
Do you
stuff
think,
that you put out is dangerous.
Do you think Tupac was the story, how they say it was just he went to go jump pot, like or do you think there was anything deeper with Pac, whether it was assassination, government,
Come on, bro.
police?
I literally right before I got on this podcast, just had a conversation and just sat there and said, I was like, if Suge Knight is driving this particular vehicle at the time that Snoop is getting shot, all them bullets rained. He didn't get as wide as Suge Knight is at that stature. He didn't get not one. He didn't get grazed once. Didn't one bullet cap him once?
Like what was he, right in a BMW or something like that with a 300-pound 6'6" man?
But if you look, the bullets were pretty compact.
Bro.
They were like kind of like
you got to be like a top. You got to be like a top level like Call of Duty sharpshooter to be that.
See that whole narrative that they've been trying to split. I don't fuck with Greg Kading. I don't buy his story. I actually fuck with Frank Alexander, rest in peace. And was it Russell Poole and who's the other cat? I actually fuck with RJ Bond, their side of the story as opposed to Keefe D, Vlad. Now you got I be watching all this shit, Art of Dialogue and all these cats, Reggie the Rat Right Jr., you know what I'm saying, going at it. And now you got D-Ray.
D-Ray, yeah.
D-Ray, man, I watch all these cats and I'm sitting back like, damn, first of all, it hurts me that they're just eating off Pac like that almost 30 years to the death. Like every day there's a new video, a new, fucking women still coming out the woodwork. People just like pulling big cap on Pac's story, stretching it, bro. That's like, hey man, real shit. I believe we're in this new era too, where 28 years down the road, I don't know, man, who I'm talking to right now. Who knows where you gonna be, brother? Like, so it's like, what am I gonna do? Oh, yo, man, we did a live, and then shit. Oh well, because the world's seen what happened. No, shit, we got off the phone. He actually called me. Shit, we adding shit to the story, right? Because of your legend or something like that. So,
right, everybody gave a piece to it, right, and created this fictitious story to where you'll never get the truth. Because so many people didn't put themselves at the scene of the crime or in these instances, and then they narrate it, and then we're just going by whoever got the toughest storyline. Like, we'll believe that one.
Right.
But let me say this before you jump in, Rain. That's why I have no choice to go with. You look at the people that were there that night. Not too many are left. I read Frank Alexander's book and I watched the DVD Thug Angel. Frank Alexander before he passed. This dude was a shell of himself, moved out on a goddamn ranch, dressing like a cowboy, scared of his life. I believe that there was something, or the government, something. Him being a Black Panther, just everything, bro. Like, I just
right. It was tied. Let's just say all that in a nutshell was tied to it.
And it's too easy to, like, of course, if you jump a crip, you should expect some retaliation. But according to the Pac stories, man, that was just some regular shit. Like, he probably had karma coming from all over the place because he was wild bull. You know what I mean? It was just,
man, the history of Crips and the Bloods wasn't even supposed to be the way. I mean, the history of the Crips and the Bloods, if you really go down in history, it was good just helping the neighborhood because the city wasn't helping them at all, man. That's the same thing that the Black Panther did in Oakland. They were just trying to help the community. And then crack came in, and anyways, I wanted to just say that, you know what, gentlemen, I tell you what, right now, what we're doing here, I hate to say it being a devil's advocate, we may just have a very limited time to be able to be this open in our conversation today. You know what I'm saying? Because
I know. You got to be mindful because censorship. You can't say too much. Too much. They
too much,
and IP being tracked right now. You already know. Too much input in the atmosphere.
No, seriously.
That's why I'm going to shamelessly plug this poison because we keep our viewers dumbed down. Go buy yourself a bottle of New Amsterdam gin, and remember, do what Uncle Sam says. Now back to the show.
And there's also a certain, like, in hip hop, I know a lot of people mumbling about, the hip hop today is not the same as before. And I was thinking about that and I'm going, wait a minute, hold on. okay, being older, I'm like, oh man, I'm just being old and everything. But being a music lover myself, the lover of the art, I go, there's a reason why people are changing the way they structure their flows. Because, the whole diss rap and all that, but then that's been happening in country music and rock and roll for ages.
Right.
However, hip hop in itself is such a raw form. It's such a true form, and even if you're bullshitting, it still sounds true. It's so powerful and so intensified that it's a target for, you know the inside secret society to target you, because there is money in this genre. There's huge money.
Yeah.
It's in the billions. It's no joke. And when you got money in the billions, someone's gonna get killed, someone's gonna get fucked up. It's a dangerous
It's
game,
just the
fellas.
laws of nature for it. It's the laws of nature. I would say now. I say it now. I be like, well, I really be like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, right? Because it's the way you move. It's the way you choose to be in that energy. Of course, karma's gonna hit you because you know what I'm saying. You put yourself in that field to receive what was coming. That might have not have been meant for you. Like you just said, if you're the music exec, but you got this type of pull and connect, everybody's gonna look at you, and then you gonna buy your story out of it. Like I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
I orchestrated this hit. Just know that it's made. I was just talking about how May's little tour with Cameron and them just got canceled. I was like, he ran his mouth too much. He was on social media calling Diddy out on a lot of stuff. And now your tour just got
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah.
Now,
And then,
now your teammates can't eat
Mm.
because you screwed up the bag.
yeah, and Diddy came out on a podcast saying that no, that motherfucker owe me $3 million. He owed me $3 million. When and now he's like, he's pretending to be a pastor and all that stuff. But Mace, like you said,
He fumbled his bag. He did. He left hip hop alone. He was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. And then he did become Pastor Mace. And then you
Mhm.
come back and then you want to be Thug Mace again. Don't nobody got time for your bipolar antics, bro.
I never.
Nah,
Like they just had lost the biggest star in hip hop, and
yeah.
Mace was supposed to just come and at least fill that
Shout out
void.
Kango Walls in the building.
He wasn't gonna never be as big as Biggie himself, but at
No,
least he could have
no,
kept
no.
Bad Boy. Bad Boy just needed somebody to keep the label going.
I'm not seeing them.
Yeah. No, that's what it was. So if Biggie would have lived today,
Oh,
uh,
we do have a
like-
question from a viewer though. Did OJ do it? And he says Kango Wall. Did he really?
did OJ do it?
Did he really do it, or did he?
Who wants to answer that?
Did he get set up? I mean,
Mm.
I did watch a couple things of that Netflix. That was one of the last things I watched was that OJ, and no, he didn't do it. He was set up by the white man once again. Plain and simple.
Right.
Plain and simple, bro.
Ultimately,
And he was acquitted or found not guilty. So no, he didn't do it. Hell no, I didn't do it, man. Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, white bitches die in the burbs every day, B.
it's just life, right?
Wow.
Shout out to OJ. We need to get OJ on the fucking podcast. He doesn't do no media no more, huh? Isn't he out there in Florida with y'all playing golf and shit?
And fictitiously saying if I, he's always dropping these little tips. It's like if I was to do it,
Yeah.
he's just old and bored now, so he's just trying to be like, all right, it's cool now. I feel like the statute of limitations over. I can confess now. Like he's playing that game with us now, so we'll ultimately. I think with that you'll never truly know, just because it's up in the air.
It's up in the air. Yeah, and. I mean, real question though, real talk. Do you still care in a way? Does it really matter to you? Like, it don't matter to me. I know that sounds cold, but
well, no, I mean,
I'm that. I know what you're saying in a nutshell. Like, what is that taking off my plate?
I don't give a damn. None of these. Okay, first of all, I think
over.
I truly believe in sacrifice. Like, and I'm talking beyond hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm talking about real blood. Like, I truly believe that there are certain rooms, doors in the city. I'm talking about even in local politics, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Women, some women maybe like there's things that you have to partake of in some aspects to get in that room. And I've never been in a fraternity and this and that, but when you look at sometimes I'll go down the rabbit hole. Like I just found out, like, I don't know. Shout out to Ricky Smiley, man. I was watching his he just posted a very inspirational video. He's out in his lawn in his backyard giving fucking game, like grown man game, like that big uncle game. And and he's giving his fraternity shout out, and he said one of his fraternity brothers is like a bigwig at the GM, motor company. I'm hearing other people, but I'm not saying that they do crazy sacrifices, them particularly, but whatever it is, it's almost like you got just a network, and it's maybe certain networks are more evil than others,
Yeah, it's a bad thing, right?
And then, but there is that room. I think that hell, who was it? Exhibit. Even the stories about Puff and shit. But Exhibit had a story a couple years ago. He was with Corinne Steffens, and you know what I'm saying, he looking in the room, seeing some shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe when you get into that status, you're like, think about it. You're in that status, the whole world knows you. Like the whole world knows you. You got money in your pocket. You got fame. You got the world. The world is your oyster. Guys, you're gonna think of different ways to just. I don't know.
Now, look, I'm mostly going in on these people because I want in those clubs because I got some very devious sex acts that I want to fucking live out. I'm telling you guys right now, they all have to do with women between the ages of 18 and 99. So you can't get me in trouble, and I want to be a part of that.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna do some kind of thing on Pornhub tomorrow. Then, okay.
I at least want the option to go into the room. I want to like give the nod and be like, "This is what I've been waiting for."
So, are you saying you want to be a part of the act itself, or
I want DJ Steady to invite me to one of the all-white parties that they be doing out there in Florida? In a couple. in a couple weeks,
they're gonna love you on that one.
And I want to be like you. I want to be in between the door that I just came in from outside and like the door that,
Oh, so kind of like what Kanye West does when he wake up, right?
Exactly.
Oh man,
I get it.
Damn.
But then just to let you know too, like, I don't know, you like I don't know some of their names, but like sometimes I'll type in like rapper testimonies, and you see rappers that have experienced the industry and they're on YouTube and they give their testimony about the things that they've seen, been subjected to, the offers that they have made. There's a couple of real popular videos, Google it, but you can't help but to, they seem sincere in their moment of like testimony. And so then sometimes that adds creed too. It's like, it's like everybody does have that, like, how far are you willing to go? Even with,
I'm pretty sure they went to I'm pretty sure a lot of these artists are super popular, went to the
and then
hellhole.
you can't come back, right? I mean, once you go.
Yeah.
And then, okay. Do you believe maybe like just people holding shit over you? You know what I mean? You get a little too fucked up, and then they try to just blackmail you, right? And then I think Whack 100 does that a lot. He talking about he got a tape of Nipsey Hussle, taking a fucking cum shot out of Lauren London's mouth from another man.
Right. Everybody, but it makes you feed into it though. Ultimately, right? It's Russian roulette with it. Like, are you really gonna buy into what I can possibly give you? You know what I'm saying? Are you really subconsciously going to be like, okay, I'll bite it. You know what I'm saying? I'll bite the apple. I'll take a bite of the forbidden fruit just to explore what can it bring.
Wow, that's really dark. That's really the dark part of the business, y'all.
But
Wow.
everybody's had their hand in that structure because you're not thinking of the demonic portions of it. You're like, I got a family to feed. Yeah, I got to get my mom to
True.
this house. I got kids to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay my grandma's bills. It's just so many things that you're obligated to take care
Right.
of that you're willing to become that sacrificial lamb. Like, I'm willing to go ahead and just,
Yeah.
give it all up just to make sure y'all good. You know, look at Elvis Presley's career, right? After watching the movie, I'm like,
Oh,
this man put his blood, sweat, and tears for the love of the game, and all they did was dope him up till he overdosed because he got too old
yes.
and his body couldn't take it no more.
Say all of them. Marilyn Monroe. All of them. I mean, the
Pushing on the
industry
price of
just
fame, the price of fame.
the
It's the
prime.
same thing like with our athletes now, right? The whole NFL concussion, like they keep pushing, just get out there and play, fuck it, shooting up
Yeah.
Toradol and all this stuff. And then I heard that the actual doctor that Will Smith played in that movie,
The African guy.
well, not
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah, he played like an African guy on that. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
yeah,
Really, one of his really good movies. Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Concussion was dope.
yeah.
Concussion. Yeah,
I wasn't. I heard something. No, but in the movie though, you see how they were fucking with him,
yeah.
for releasing the truth, man. And I don't know, man. We're in very murky waters. Do you think about that, Steady? Like, do you have, being the visionary that you are with your brand and everything? Are you already kind of like, you know, do you have your invisible line? I mean, just within your spirit, and then
Absolutely.
and then okay, and then have you thought about if you ever do get like approached with just something that whether it's a topic, whether it's a scenario or some behind the scenes, like you thought about how if it's a make or break, like, man, I put 3 or 4 years into this shit. And then, but damn, if I do this, like if I just go in on this motherfucker, but he was hella cool, like burning bridges or any kind of.
Oh, I'm big on that. I'm big on that. And again, like, I just texted a friend last night and I said that out of my own mouth. I was like, I don't want to be so green-eyed, envious, or feel like, what I'm saying, the price of fame means more to me than the love of why I did it, why I got into it, for the passion, for the artistry, for the connections. Because your voice now is responsible for people's lives. Like I was just talking about on some mental health, like I don't want to get in an altercation with somebody and then they go jump off a ledge or go commit suicide in some
Wow.
fashion based on a heated argument, because people aren't subconsciously strong anymore. You know what I'm saying? Their mental walls are broken now. And like, I don't want to be looking for a great rating. Like, oh, that show gave me beautiful ratings, but then the next morning that person you just gave all those views just jumped off a ledge. I'm gonna feel guilt because that blood is now on my hands. I
Well,
gotta atone for that.
Wow, that's really saying a lot, though, DJ. That's saying a lot, man, because that's the truth right there, man. Like it's people's mental state today isn't as strong as it was before. I mean, we're not as thick-skinned. We act like we do,
Nah,
but we're not.
Well, yeah,
we're
like
broken, man.
we're
That's
the
scary.
maybe us three. I know for sure. Like I'm the last of a dying breed, bro. There's like literally nothing I can get offended about. I'm talking about. I call out my own shit, my flaws. I just listen to people talk, man. And I'm like, as long as you're not physically like really fucking with me, type,
Yeah.
or if you're just nagging me. I guess if I had a cellmate and he was just using his words, that's different. But out here in the world, man, we're just like fucking. I don't understand how the littlest things get under people's skin, bro. Like, and if you don't like something, just change the channel. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, because we got something called cancel culture now. And if we don't like something from 1960, 1970, 1980s, all we got to do is feel like it's incriminating us and we want it banned. This is America, people. Wake up.
Yeah. No, a lot of things is they changed them for the worse. I mean, now, like you said, we have cancel culture, the woke, and this whole gender pronoun, whatever they're trying to
All
do.
these madness, all these things now to like, and then as a content creator, you're constantly trying to dig in the crates without going too far. You can't even go down in the barrel now. It
So,
has to be fresh. It has to be respectful now.
so I'm sure we've said some stuff on this pod. Like we cover the whole, the manosphere kind of demasculation thing that they're trying to do right now. And apparently you're not even supposed to say that. If the algorithm picks up the word manosphere now, it lets them know that you're talking a little bit of bravado, but whatever. But one day we were doing an off the cuff show, and there was a tranny in the live chat.
Yes.
And I don't know where they came from. They asked us, what's our opinion on trans? Do you believe in
Do we believe in transgender rights?
And right away, no. And I'm
like, what does that even mean?
And we just went off like, just no, what the fuck? And I was just like, what the fuck is a transgender right? Like I said, I believe in human rights. Yeah, right to food, water, free speech, like this and this. Like, but I was like, wait a minute. I said, you can go to eat in the restaurant just like I can eat. And then I would. This is why I like yourself on the show too, because she said, stop saying tranny. It's triggering. And she said the tranny is our N-word, right? Trying to compare the two.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I said, now you done fucked up. You just stirred up some shit. I said, because they're apparently these people, the ABC community, is trying to compare the that word, like, what I'm saying, the plight. Like if you could, like that word hasn't got you killed, noose, lynched, fucking
right. You can't.
Like,
you can't.
nothing.
Don't do that.
No, they
in that barrel.
Bro, they're trying to put it. Yeah, they're trying to put in the same plateau as civil rights, and I'm going, how dare you?
You're doing
how
too much.
dare you? And then that's when I went on the
religious atmosphere.
I mean, that's completely different. And then the whole transgender thing, especially on the man becoming a woman, I go, wait a minute, whoa. First of all, like, I don't appreciate the fact of that a person, a male, wants to take over like people that are respect, such as my grandmother, my mother, my wife, my daughter, my sister, my aunt. Women, I mean, man, women play such a huge role and deserve the utmost respect, for real. And then here you are,
women, right?
You want to take that away from them when statistics has shown there was a transgender, of course, transgender with fake tits, but the shalong still hasn't been chopped because a lot of them ain't doing that because a lot of them it's bad surgery in prison. So one state allowed transgenders to go to their prison. They got 2 female prisoners pregnant.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then you heard about that. And then the other one, the transgender, where was allowed to go in the bathroom, female's bathroom, and 2 women got raped. I go, I'm sorry, whatever you say, a man is still gonna be a man. A man's gonna be a man. You can't change that.
You're right.
Hey, and usually, I mean, I don't know, never been around a trans, but my perception is y'all some horny motherfuckers anyway, man. The gay community is like they have the parade and shit, and you just see them prancing around. I was at a damn baseball game with my kid, man, and fuck, I'm gonna say it, man. I'm a half a homophobe. That's just what they say anyway. That's what they're gonna label me anyway. Just because I'm old school, I didn't, I'm still rocking with the '90s mindset. It's how I grew up. What the fuck? Shit's weird.
I get it. But
I'm not gonna harm or hate. Like, I use this as a reference. If I see somebody in distress, a car pulled over on the side of the road on fire, I'm gonna stop and assist. I'm not looking to see if it's a black, white, Mexican, a tranny, a gay. I'm just gonna go help. Okay, cool. But I was at a baseball game and it's 2 dudes. The fuck that sound come from? 2 dudes, and they're like, bro, they got like booty shorts on, tight as fuck, with cutoffs, like white cutoff shirts, like but they're like prancing, bro. Like, kids out there, it's a baseball game, it's summertime, like
disgusting, dude.
And they're drunk, and they're like doing the flirting with the fucking just random people talking shit. And my son, he's fucking 7, so he's I gotta navigate him through shit like this. And then he goes to karate. One of the little boys in his karate class got his toenails painted. So he come ask me, Daddy, why does that boy have his toes painted? I'll tell you about that in the car, son. Just get your shit. Let's go.
I like how you do it. There's a time and a place to address these situations. You don't make a public scene. You don't belittle them. You don't get belligerent. There's a respectful way to teach. It's a teachable moment. I love that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. Finish what you guys say.
Because I know, mother might replay that. Oh, he admitted to being a half a homophobe. But it's not normal for me. I'm a man. That's all I know.
Same thing Dave Chappelle said, and he got scrutinized for it. Is it not?
To the opposite sex. And so in the conversation that I have with my son, I'm not even trying to penetrate his mind as far as like, you're not gonna, you go kick it with that kid, but I gotta let you know what's up, and maybe and let you know that his parents' mindset is different than mine, and so it is a part of that respect. It's just
there you go.
Yeah.
If your kids grow up in like how you raise them, where you give them explanation, because I want to tell you this. My first cousin is gay. He's married to a man, and I remember we had our first son. And before that, growing up in San Francisco, I saw that all my life. I got an uncle, Philip, who's also gay, died of AIDS and all that. Whoop-de-whoop. I'm familiar with that, And in the Filipino culture, if someone is a little flame, it's accepted. We don't make fun of you. We don't, we just accept you. Okay, you're a little flame, you're buckle whatever. Okay, whatever, So I told my cousin, like, look, cuz I love you, but I'm raising a son now, and things are changing in my perspective, and I gotta tell you, I love you who you are. I love you I love you for being Patrick, but I don't really agree with your orientation. Straight up told him that, and the reason why is because I was a young dad, I was a new dad, and like I understand how you feel, Harris, because you just want to protect your son. And with that conversation right there, now mind you, I was very close to my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped talking to me for years. He stopped talking to me for years, and I didn't know why and whatnot. And I go, you know what? I was able to speak my mind, and I respectfully express my, what I had to, my statement.
Absolutely.
And he can't. If he cannot take that, that's on him.
That's a him.
That's how
hit something he got to deal with.
I got a responsibility now. I gotta raise men, and I'm seeing that from my own bloodline. I gotta come correct with that stuff, and so I completely understand how you're so protective of the Kari at his age of 7 today, with where our society is going today in regards to that. And you're not doing nothing wrong, in my opinion. And if someone gets butt hurt or offended by it, hey, I always say, you know what? Honesty and good intention never tells a lie.
And that's true. And then it goes to the thing of, we're okay with scrutinizing masculinity, but we're cool with, embracing, and not to be like super religious, but I believe in God and all these type of things. And, the way he looks at things. And I'd be like, do y'all not really pay attention to the whole Sodom and Gomorrah thing? Like,
yeah.
The whole thing was it's not saying he didn't, even though he doesn't approve of all this and that whoop-de-woo, but I'm like, y'all doing exactly what they did. Y'all making it too out in the open. You're doing too much with it. So where he's gonna be like, you know what? It's time to wrap this up.
And that's where my homophobia comes in, because it's like, I naturally fucking, bro. I watched Empire, show when it was on.
Yeah.
Right. Joey Smollett.
Yeah, but I think motherfucker saying like the first episode there was some gay shit. I don't think so, bro. I watched like maybe 2 or 3, and then but they slowly led you, and I was like,
yeah, it wasn't busting at the scene, right? It was probably about episode 3, 4, somewhere 3, 4. After like when his mom was coming home. When his mom was coming home, because she picked up on it before anybody else really got into it.
And then I was so, because I don't fuck with TV show. I really don't watch a lot of TV. But back then, shit, I was still with my baby. I was dad and shit. I would come home, we would check a little Empire. I was catching some shit, and I was actually so butthurt when I seen that scene. I was like, oh, because my girl know how I feel about that shit. I'm like, oh no, oh hell no, oh
I know, man.
fuck that.
And now it's everywhere.
And it was on.
Now it's everywhere.
It
So
curves the
I
energy.
cut that shit off, and
Now they're pushing it on every.
And
Oh,
there's some
man.
a drug commercial, Zaproxa, that stupid, Zaproxa,
Yeah.
fucking, and it's like two dudes like holding hands, real slow, how they do the drug commercials and shit. I seen that too, and I was like, come on, man.
It's
like,
too
I know.
publicized now.
What's
And then I was like looking at the new Scooby-Doo thing they got going on, like Velma comes out as a lesbian, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
who
see,
decides
What,
a 19
Velma?
I'm like, a 1950 something cartoon, they just decide what character has a sexual orientation now. Like,
okay, we
Wait. You're telling me that Velma is gay?
that's what they're
Wait,
gonna put out
Velma
with
is
this new
she's
Scooby
the-
movie coming. The one with
she's
the
the one
orange
with the-
turtleneck. Orange turtleneck and the glasses.
Oh, the one with the bob hair
Jinkies.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thick one. The thick nerdy one.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Why she gotta be the No, man.
well,
No,
and,
man.
Disney came out.
I always found Velma to be the sexiest one.
What was
man.
it? Disney said that they were gonna make more of the characters, transgender.
They did that when they bought the Proud Family reboot, and then it was kind of like, and then I watched like a couple. The first episode was good, but then after you get to 3, it was like, all right, y'all pushing the agenda too much.
All right.
You
And
just took a beloved show and killed it.
This is what trips me out is because in my world, in my day-to-day world, even the people I work with, everything, bro, like I don't see, like most people are still us normal, like most people, just the general society, bro. My kid's doing a co-ed flag football. There ain't nothing but like two girls like on the teams, like what I mean, there's most families I see, like America is still male female kids. So I don't know, so what the agenda is so hard that it's like, yo, they're looking the next 30 years, they're trying to take the 2010 babies, by the time 20, 40, 50 hits, it's going to be, like you said, Sodom and Gomorrah out in the open. And come on, man. They're showing dudes kissing on Fox. What's next? It's like
Everything. It's everywhere. It's open. I think there was a thing about what Sesame Street was like. They're going to have open gay characters on Sesame Street or something. I think. I'm not sure.
For real? Well, because they already started out with Ernie and Bert being gay couple. They already started Ernie and Bert.
They
And you
knew
know
what
what?
keep
And
it
I'm
in the
going, wait a
closet,
minute,
man.
hold on. Bert is some Jewish dude, and Ernie is a brother, and they gay.
But that was in the closet though. Like that wasn't out and open. You can decipher if they were or if they were not.
That's
You
what
know
they
what I'm
were.
saying?
That was it. What they was insinuating was that Ernie and Bert were
Right.
like, like
It
they
was
was
definitely
gay.
there.
it's
I'm going,
damn, it's sad, bro. And then I hear there's uproar over the new mermaid's black, and then there was some white people mad about that she's black.
the what?
The new mermaid,
The what?
the new Disney.
Oh, the new
Disney's
mermaid.
Little
Yeah,
Mermaid,
yeah.
the live action
Yeah.
Little Mermaid cast. She's
Let
black.
me ask you. Let me ask you guys this. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Okay, how you feel about like Disney turning everything like like turning everyone used to be white now is black and everything, and then making everything more interracial. Now, how do you feel about that? Does it kind of like does it seem odd to you? Do you like it? Don't like it? I just want to get a feel.
I'll go first real quick. It's fucking dumb. It's retarded. I don't. It's this whole. I was mad when they took the Oh wait, no, that was Aunt Jemima. I was mad when they fuck with Aunt Jemima on the goddamn syrup thing. I like seeing the bitch, and I don't know if they've done it yet. But if they take away Uncle Ben, bro, when I was a kid, I would eat
He
cream.
got snatched the same time period.
No!
He got snatched up the same time period.
They did. Okay, so when I was a kid, I love cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat more than oatmeal. And as a fucking little kid, I would sit at the table, bro, and I would see that black man on my table. I'd be sitting there looking at the box, bro, and that was a fucking empowerment to me, man. That was not a sign of disrespect. I get they made him
But
look.
just do not bring Uncle Ben's rice in the Filipino household, motherfucker, man. I would be very offended.
I get. Look, I understand. They dressed her up like the old mammy, and
Gotta love it. This
and-
is America, goddammit.
they dressed her up like the mammy, you know, in the house nigga, the whatever he was in this little yes, master. But like, I didn't take it for that. Never in my life, even as a kid,
Thank
bro.
you.
I looked at that. I was like, man, they got a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's all we saw. That's all we knew, and that's all we saw.
and now they over here. And you know the fucked up thing is, it's mostly the people. I got some stuff. If you go to Harry Too Scary on my Instagram, I was at this George Floyd Black Lives bullshit during the summer because I was bored like everybody. And I said, oh, they finna burn up the whole world. So I had to go out and check it out. And it was mostly white people at these rallies and all the signs and everything. And I'm like, I talked to a couple girls and people there, but it's always people that aren't from said whatever. It could be a racial thing or even at your job. It's like a motherfucker will from the street will just all of a sudden come in with the workers. It's like, motherfucker, you ain't even a worker, bro. Get your bitch ass out of here, dog. Like let us decipher
Have our moment.
What we want, you know. It's always these people, you know. Yeah, and I don't know. I believe the BLM movement is hijacked, and I don't know. I think
it was
bullshit too. Like
Big propaganda. It was big propaganda and embezzlement scheme. It was a Ponzi scheme. But
And
it
like-
was a Ponzi scheme.
and if we're seeing that, right, and I believe most people kind of see that they see like these campaign, like these things are almost funded now. It's like
It is funded. It is funded by that guy George Soros. He funds that shit.
Let's
The one that the biggest funder of the Democratic Party. Not to get political, but you know, if you're that billionaire, you can pretty much, you know what? I want to put some action on there. I'll throw some money. Yeah, man. That's it's no joke. It's not looking good, fellas.
But so sorry, but that was my because you asked how do you feel about that? So we never got to you, Steady. How do you feel about that whole bullshit, man?
I mean, they're fictional characters for one, so I'm like, ain't no need to trip. They're fairy tales. They're fictional characters. You know, white, black, Indonesian, China. I don't care. I love the content. Like, I just watched Pinocchio and Tom Hanks played Geppetto, and I'm like, it was like the best Geppetto father I've seen. But then I'm like,
you know what? Me too. I liked it too.
But then I was like, when I see Tom Hanks now, I'm forever gonna either see, you know, him still doing Toy Story or Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Like some people are so good at certain characters that whatever they're playing, I'm like, I still see that I'll never get them out of a beloved character that I'm attached to. So I'm like, with the whole color movement, I'm like, sometimes we overreact into way too much. These are children, so this is done for the children. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't care about
children.
Shout out Zuko NFT on Twitch. Hit that follow, man, and tap in with us. We're also on the YouTube Harrison Drinkin Again podcast. Says we all look. Sometimes we look all gays. I don't know what that means, but I don't look at gays. I mean, I don't know what that
all
means.
Gays. So actually, when we were talking earlier, Steady, we talked about like, do you look at movies? Do you watch movies and you really dissect it? And you said, yeah, I do. And you know what? The only thing I say about that new Pinocchio is, I know I get really petty when it comes down to that, right? Especially when it comes to Disney. I don't know what's going on with Disney. Like their quality and they just lost it. They just some lost ass. Disney used to be top notch, and now there's some lost ass motherfuckers.
You know what it is? It's because they own ESPN, and it's the same thing with ESPN, bro. It's become washed up garbage. It's like,
and what I don't understand about that movie Pinocchio, you notice they all started to have the Italian accent, the lousy one too. Hey, you know, good morning, you know, and they just like, oh my gosh,
everybody,
like you ain't Italian, motherfucker. Yeah, and you know, you're from the Bronx, okay? That's the part. That's the part that I hate.
And you got to give it to like before Walt died, when Walt was building Disney, he would buy the characters, but he didn't really change the infrastructure. Like y'all done bought Fox and y'all killed the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all buying into these big brands, these big companies, and then you like, look what they just did with the She-Hulk show, and how everybody was like, look what they just took with ABC and what they did with Daredevil, and now Disney took him, and now he's a pimp, basically.
Yeah, they just figure out a way to fuck it up. Something
That's
good,
it.
and they fuck it up.
And then he's like,
You
I don't
know?
even like this anymore now. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
That's why,
It's too
fellas,
much.
you know what? Let's make it a pact right now. In a decade from now, the three of us, we're gonna make some major movies, some real movies.
Amen. I stand and agree.
And you know what? We're gonna make some masculine movies with some real men. Cause I'm sorry, man. I was talking to to Harris, and I'm going, and I know this is probably just me. Like I know this. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I can understand like white dudes and Asian guys being effeminate and all that, gay and all that shit. And maybe for me, I grew up watching Shaft. I grew up, Dolomite, all that stuff. When I see brothers being all gay, kissing up on each other, man, that fucking bugs me, bro. It don't seem right, man. I'm sorry, man. I just like, yo, man, no, man. A black man is like a mandingo, man. He's naturally kingly, and yet over here kissing up on some dude. Not trying to say that, whatever, but I'm saying when you look at a man that's kingly, for me, whenever I look at a man that's kingly, the first one that comes to my mind was fucking Jim Brown. Why that is, I don't know. Jim
But I
Brown.
get it now. And
What?
you go from being at the top of the throne to now you're the court gesture in a sense. Like
Yeah.
you've been pulled off your totem pole. I get what you're saying. There
Yeah,
wasn't no
and
shade to anybody. It wasn't no disrespect. It's just the idea. You know what I'm saying?
idea,
It's
yeah,
what's tearing
yeah.
up black households. You're taking away from the family. Like you're pushing this agenda of where there's no more unification. If you kill unification, you destroy the black man. You take him away from his loved ones, make him a gay. Now he doesn't love women anymore, and that's how you keep it going. Now you're killing. You know what I'm saying? Gentrification. You're doing all those things in your agenda that you want to
Yeah.
do.
Hey, because you brought that one up, Tech9 has a bar in his song, DKNY, different kind of nigga you. And in the intro, he says, I'm paraphrasing, kind of like my mind wonders, like why do women need sex toys? Is because the men are absent. Why are the men absent? Because we're in jail. Why are we in jail? Because the system that's set up in place to take us away from our families, and now the women need the like a plastic toy to service her. She depends on a plastic toy and the white daddy, Anyway, he
But yeah,
He broke it down.
broke a whole thing down.
He broke it down.
Man, dope ass song. And sorry, shout out to Zuku tapping in from Europe, Portugal on the tap in. Yes.
oh,
If
big
you're
shout
gay,
out.
why give a shit about that? Do you give a shit about it if you're hetero? Okay, that's interesting. If you're gay, why give a shit about that? Do you give a shit about if you're here? I want to answer that. I really don't give a fuck. I only am saying this is if it's effect. If what I told you about my cousin Patrick regarding that was that at that time I'm just giving the story of when I was a young dad raising a young man and stuff. And yeah, and to be honest with you, yeah, you know what? I'm not down with the whole gay shit. To be honest with you, and we all have a chance to be. It's a choice. Like how many of us here honestly been molested? Like by a man. I have.
You feel me?
I'll be honest with that. Okay.
Respect.
And at that time, yeah. Did I have a choice of saying, oh yeah, I'll decide to be gay? Yeah. But it turns out that, when I discovered coochie, I'm like, wow, I really like coochie. And
Like
hey,
can't
man.
wait. It's delicious.
But I wasn't like gay all the time. It's like I like dudes. No, I just like when you're young, when somebody like fucking touches your dick, no matter who it is, man, that shit feel good. That's just the honest thing, you know what I'm saying? But
For me, I kind of just touched on it probably before you jumped in, is because I got a son that I'm raising into a man. I don't, and we're talking about the agenda of the gayness that's going on, like how it's promoted. Now schools I heard some shit in Portland now. They're doing some they're actually putting it in the school doctrine, like to teach like gay history and shit like this, gay struggle and all this stuff in the school. So this is why, as a motherfucking heterosexual man, I get passionate about it. I don't want to fucking grow up, my son to grow up and be all confused and he's at karate class with a fucking boys with painted toenails and fucking sissified shit. I want him to go out, scrape his knees, play with bugs, eat shit, fuck their finger girls, smell his fucking fingers, come home, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Ask me, Daddy, what? Oh, goddamn, boy. All right, shit. That's a whole nother talk. You know what I mean? Like, you know?
No, for real, man. No, it's.
That's why.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. And
I feel all that energy.
Wow.
I tell you what.
Because it's like
you can have nuclear war, you can have like pandemic up the wazoo. What's gonna end this world here right now is when we stop populating. And Elon Musk is exactly correct. And right now, the whole world, you know, I was kind of brokenhearted with my own kids saying, I don't know if I'm gonna have kids, and I'm going, like there's a lot of young people today that's basically gonna say, you know, I don't want to have children because they got to grow up in this fucked up world and everything. And if we stop populating, oh my gosh.
And the fact though, like, it's not just the gayness, bro. They're literally attacking this fucking tone of voice. A man who will stand up for themselves. How many videos do you see on the subway, dude? I swear to God, bro. I don't wish because it's like that's a crazy predicament to be in, but like my heart starts pounding, bro, when I see the like motherfucking a woman get socked in the subway and there's motherfucking men sitting there with their legs fucking crossed and you ain't doing nothing, bro. Like they're actually making it okay for you to be a bitch, and that's not cool. I don't have nothing. Right. You want to suck a dick, go suck a dick. You know what I mean? But to like attack a man, bro, for some testosterone shit, bro. We're ready to fight, kill, protect. You know what I mean? Yep. Build shit, grow shit. You know, right?
And now they're stripping us, right? Because now what that does is, again, that strips the masculinity, and now we're considered the bullies because we're speaking our truth, right? Yeah. Now we're anti-gays and we're homophobic just because we want to stand on our truths. Yeah. No, we have a belief system that we were taught to believe, just like, you know what I'm saying? It's called cerebral programming, man. Get out the matrix, man. Wake up. Step back.
Yeah, no, we got it.
We're so oriented on one person's opinion leading. That's why we're going to hell in a handbag. Like, y'all still forever stuck on this one person's opinion. You know, well, they have rights too. They have feelings too. No, humans have rights. Humans have feelings. Quit trying to gender specify it now.
What's sad is that you talk to the young ones, the ones that are like maybe 20, 21, around there. I mean, and then you ask them, what kind of grade point average you guys go? I got 4 point something. Okay, great. What's the capital of Washington State? And they don't know. Like, who is the first, name 3 U.S. president? And they don't know. That's sad, yo. That scares me. That scares me. That really scares me.
And the higher power is doing everything they can to already strip it out of schools anyway.
And then you're over here.
Let me make sure I'm not retarded. Salem, Eisenhower, Roosevelt, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I knew my shit. Salem.
Yeah. No. See, that just tells you.
See, I'm dumb. That's Salem, Oregon. I'm Spokane, Washington. See, I'm a dumb fuck.
No. Actually, no. Washington is Olympia, my brother.
Is it Olympia? See, I'm retarded too, man. Oh, man. I just put myself
okay. At least you know. Hey, there's some people that can't even answer that. Some people don't even say. Some people say, and they were in college campuses, like they were right there, like, is Wisconsin a country? Like, really, like completely oblivious to the question. Real. It's sad, dude.
Madison.
Yeah.
I used to be so good at my state capitals. When I used to, so my claim to fame, I'm a dropout. Flunked 8th grade twice, but in 4th grade, 2nd grade, I went to the county finals. 4th grade, the state finals, spelling bee. Yeah, and I can name all my state capitals in under a minute, but I can't do that no more.
Wow.
You're a genius. You just need to come out your shell. That's all that was.
Yeah, you know what? The thing, the situation here is that when I was in college, I used to always I was a C average, and I went to my professor and go, "What is it? What's going on? Why am I I study hard. Did send da 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 da, da, and I do everything. I live in the library and everything. Why am I only a C average? And then my economics professor said, Mr. Siap, no, what district did you come from? I said Vallejo Senior High. Oh, okay, Solano County, yeah. And he broke it down to me. He says, see, in California, they have about 4 different levels of school programs depending on your
Mm,
economic class. If you're living in a rich area like Silicon Valley, you got the top A government for public schools. But if you're living in some blue collar Navy town like Vallejo, California, in the armpit of Northern California, like where I grew up, you get what they call the C to the D level package. And that's why I go, man, my sister was able to make it. She was accepted in Harvard, Stanford, and Berkeley. She started Berkeley. I said, my sister is fucking. She's fucking like, damn. She's a anomaly. I'm just some dumb. I'm just some drunk ass fuck trying to make it to college and shit. But no, but for real, I didn't know that. I was shocked when I learned that. What, they got like different government programs for different social classes. I said that's kind of
mm.
fucked up. So it's kind of
But
like
that's the
if you
way of the
grew up,
world. That's the
yeah.
way of the
So
world.
if
Like
you
we
grew
talked
up in
about
a
it.
world yeah, where you're all blue collar workers, you're all just gonna make a maximum of $60,000 a year, and their spliff is that, oh, you got full benefits and all that stuff, and you got retirement. I'm like, okay, that's only good when you're working and probably under 40, but once you're there in your company for 20 some odd years, after a while you start hating that job. After
Right.
a while you start hating your life. And then when you retire, you're definitely jacked up and everything. And then you got to refinance your house. So I'm looking at all this and I'm going, man, that's just jacked up right there. But anyways, man, that's my little.
Um, steady. Uh, see, and you're more than welcome to stay on. We're having a great time. We just crossed the 2.5 hour
Oh,
mark
absolutely.
here on the Harris's Drinking Again podcast. But at the same time, because me and Ray, we're a year in, brother. We just keep the conversation rolling. Sometimes, but I like to go with the natural flow.
And I know it's late as fuck over there in
But,
Florida.
but let me ask you one more
Okay.
question, since we're kind of on this topic. Have you looked into the alternative platforms, I guess, like Rumble and these paid the pardons, and like, in case your Spotify and these platforms, if you ever run into trouble and they're like, even though you may not be perceived as a big old um, influencer yet, have you thought about how you would survive, monetize, keep your brand going, like if you did get quote unquote canceled or kicked off?
Right. In a nutshell, it's you adapt. You adapt and you come up with different ways. Like I said, having my own LLC as an entertainment brand, as Who They Want Entertainment, I can always create another, avenue to grow it back. Like I wouldn't really be worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just readapt. Like come up with a different plan. Go back to the drawing board. I
Right.
don't quit. You don't, because it's easy to look at and be frowned upon. I'm like, you can. They can't silence my voice. They can't stop me. If I got to go old school with a tape recorder and go door to door and sit down and still rebuild that way, you're not gonna stop it. You got to keep going. Just adapt and keep going.
Right. And unless you're really out there, I mean, they don't even take YouTube channels. It's just you might not be able to get monetized,
See what I'm
but,
saying? Right.
but
You have
I
to
always
put
feel
so many hours in and have so many views. I've been keeping up with them. Like I even broke the threshold. But then again, my debate with myself now is my question will be like, what are you doing this for? Right? Because as longevity goes, you want to see the revenue come with the longevity. But when you're
Hmm.
like passionate, it's kind of like it's you you're a voice now, right? You're technically considered an activist in your own right. So I'm like,
Hmm.
you don't really look at it. It's cool to like, all right, you can do like you dropped your cash app earlier in the show to be like, do it like that. Like donations are welcome. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna eat regardless. I'm not stressing it. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. I'm proud of what I do, and I love the people that get to bask in the ambiance with me. I love the fellowship and network and cross promote. I'm all for that. Like, let's just continue to spread the love and continue to do what we love doing.
Beautiful.
I agree with that until the wheels fall off, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no, we're man. Imagine the kind of the magnitude that we did here tonight, the three of us. Like
We got
just the
Twitch
level,
attention, so we did something.
Yeah.
man. We covered a lot of grounds, bro.
I I was gonna ask you, do you you said you just do one form, and then so on my end we do our long form, and then I go into my Final Cut, my iMovie, and I chop up the show, put some music behind it, different effects, and I do a clip of the show, like on Monday or Tuesday, but I'm behind right now, but this will be chopped up and edited.
Okay.
Do you do things like that on your end or anything, or
My partner Kyle's trying to really hard to get me into it. Kyle, like, he does editing as his side hustle outside of podcasting. So we've been talking about doing it as far as our relaunch program. And I'm like, I'm looking into it now to do it. You know what I'm saying? As far as you to build that membership and that listenership and viewership.
Yeah.
So I'm prone to do it now. I just gotta learn how to work my algorithms, right? My whole thing now is master my algorithms.
Yeah.
And then I'll dive into that lane.
You're talking about your search engine optimization, things like that. and
Yeah,
just
you know what I'm
understanding the
saying? Because
whole
I'm on
thing.
TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm pretty much on every possible social media platform that I know right now. And so it's
Mhm.
like, that's what I was saying earlier today too. I'm like, man, I probably need to get a manager. I might put somebody in that position. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boss. I'm the CEO. So I'm like, I got a role for you. Like, you manage and do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at using my mind right now, so it'll work in the long run.
Well, I'm glad we talking because we're on the same wavelength you are, brother man.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Yeah, this was
We're on the same wavelength you are, man.
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
we covered a lot of ground. I've just recently figured out how to do the short clips, like the 60 seconds, and upload them on the Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and then just about 3 days ago, I just uploaded my first YouTube shorts on the channel. And those things, though, I don't know what's up with that algorithm. They're taking off. Like, we're around 60 to 100 views. Like some of them still have 38, 58. I posted a short today before I was when I was at the gym, and in 51 minutes it had 196 views, and then before we did the podcast it had 250. And I'm like, I guess the shorts are just going, anybody can see the shorts, as opposed to like your uploads on the channel are more just like directed into your subscriber base or something.
You really have to. That's why they'll tell you the key to that is the promotion, the word of mouth. Like, you have to forever be like, hey, click that link. Don't forget to you have to drop your plugs to make that awareness. And with a reel, it's just right like this, just right there. As soon as you open up, it's like, oh, okay, I can see it. It's right in my face.
Yeah. So I've been having success with those, and those are faster. So I'll definitely have some clips this week, and then I'll shoot them to you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you can post them on your things. Before we get out of here, I mean, can we get a little freestyle, or do you have any because we like to always throw on a little beat and do a little
Hey, if it's podcast tradition, put me down, man. Let me go put my bars on.
And we just mess around. Ray, if the energy's, Ray doesn't freestyle at all, but if we get ripping, then and Ray starts ripping, that's when it's good.
Okay, let's do it.
In a different language, brother man. How's that, man? You talk about. Oh, okay.
Let me see. Yeah, we like to just and if you would like to start it off, I like to,
I'm gonna shut off my mic because I'm gonna just vibe to it.
But we got a couple beats though. Let's see. Oh, I like this one though too. Maybe. This one's got. What do you like? A more soft, aggression.
You can back. That one's a little too R&B soft. I ain't got that R&B voice. I'm a rapper, not a singer. There we go. That's me. I can kill that one. Okay. Hey, what we? Hey, who they want? Got Harris drinking again on this podcast. I am DJ Steady. They be like, Steady, are you ready? Because I do what I do day in and day out. I'm the best at what I do, and that's no stop. Go and get a drop. Check me out. Hit me on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and you know it. I'm in the building. My rhymes don't match, but who cares? Because as long as you get my podcast, that's that. I'm so who they want. I'm so the man. You already know. I got Harry Too Scary and my brother Ray G. We chilling coast to coast on this podcast because it's T.N.R. and we know we ranting about life, culture, the people. I do what I do because we all equal. You dig?
Yeah. All right. I like it. Let me. Making connections, making the testing, making the connection. We be flexing. Harris is drinking, and the DJ Steady is who they want tonight is who they be, cause they tapping in for free. They ain't donating nothing, not yet. It's okay because we stuck, and I'm not in the stretch. I'm not even in the vet. I got an Ultima, but still I be balling. I'm telling y'all, still be calling, bro. Yes, hopefully Monday I'll be fresh. Me and Ray sitting here trying to be blessed. Network for less. Having fun with this shit. Can't wait until I see success. Hit that fucking sub so I can get some bud, so I can smoke some drugs. No more of that, I'm done. I'm trying to go get better. I'm trying to get my cheddar. Talk about all my flaws. Talk about the weather.
There you go. No. I love that part, brothers, man. I love it, man. Damn.
That was dope.
It's the best.
Oh,
it's the best.
Damn, that's the best part, man. You definitely have to have that on the clip, bro.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah. That's iconic. That's the icon. I like that. That's a signature.
Yeah. The clips I uploaded are so far on the shorts are all freestyles, and because sometimes I really get in the zone, and I'll have like, it'll be like 40 seconds is perfect because it'll be like some really hard shit, and then whatever decent enough, and so I think people be rocking with it, man. It just gives a nice flavor to things, man.
Absolutely.
And
for sure.
And then going forward, man, we'll be on your show Monday, and then let's keep rocking out. If you have any artists that you know that wants a promotion that would love to tap in, we would love to have any artists that you got, man.
All right, I'll definitely make that happen.
If you can,
I'll send them your way.
If you can send them over, and I got your I got you up here in the we put everybody's name up there. I'm gonna in the rebroadcast, I'm gonna drop the link to your Podbean in the description and all that, man. So
all right, bro.
You know what I mean? And do you want it? Do you get? Is it one more before we
another request? Bust another rap? What?
Shout out to Zuku, going buku up in that live chat. I'm fucking cuckoo. We got listeners from everywhere. DJ Steady's analytics are crazy, yeah. He's international. It's fantastical. And we're rapping Ask Desert who are magical. Talking about the things of the day, current cultures that they say. Talking about that shit that might be gay. I think Florida has a banner about that shit. I can't even say gay because that shit is not supposed to fit with the modern day vision. I don't like it. This is why I'm stressing. My flows is whack as fuck tonight, but I ain't stressing, having fun and ain't learn my lesson. I'm still second guessing. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, okay. See, in my era, where I come from, gay means happy. So we stay laughing, like Laffy Taffy. I do my thing. I give them straight bars. And when I hit the streets, I'm in my car. You already know. When you see me, I'm a star. I'm so who they want. I do everything that they don't. Internationally known. Money come and goes. And when this world ends, life is the only thing that goes on eternity. You already know. You can't kill me. I'm eternal. I'm so who they want. I'm back like a colonel. Ah,
Nice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Damn.
Oh.
Shout out to the Colonel. If I could
Next time, y'all, man, I'm gonna kill it. Okay, y'all gonna learn. Okay, next time. Okay, next time. Okay, all right. Okay, you think guys got it like that? Okay, all right. That's okay. I'm gonna stay on this jealous bag. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh man, this has been a blast tonight, brother. Man, you need to come on again, man. Monday, I can't wait. But
anytime
man.
you guys want to have it, I love it. I love the vibe. I love the atmosphere. Anytime, just shoot me a link, man. I'll come through and show love.
let's
I like
do it.
Be
Let's
dope,
do
man.
it.
I'm excited for Monday because that's going to be our first. Man, I feel like I can't say too much because I haven't reeled in the fish yet. But I turned down a piece of punani just to be there Monday night, brother. That's how dedicated I am to this craft. I turned down some punani, man. I said, hold on, no, I got some shit at 6:30, baby. Nah, maybe after whatever, but
I just gonna let it marinate. Priorities. It's gonna get better when marinate.
That's how committed I am these days, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
you're right here. So yeah, man, that's gonna be our first venture out though, CrossCast, and that's something I've been wanting to do, man, since the beginning of the show. I was like, man, like who's gonna be our first like we need to link up with another.
Yeah, we need to link up with another podcaster and get this thing going. Yeah,
Here we go again, man. Don't lose hope.
You're losing your sound, brother. You're losing your sound. Yeah.
Losing my sound? What do you mean I'm losing my sound? I'm
I couldn't hear you. I don't know what it is.
Making the beats pound. Monday night it's going down. Fuck you, Punani. It'll be back once again when this isn't a hobby. I'll be getting paid, getting laid by even a better bitch and up in the shade on the Everglades or the Florida Keys. Here we go again. Y'all be knowing me. Always drinking, smoking, and thinking about a plot to get richer. Man, gotta get my money better. Here we go again. Me and DJ Steady fucking gonna be riding in the bins. We some bloggers, but these rappers want to be friends, and we promote them until the very end.
Bars. There you go. Damn. Wow.
I had to come through with something a little nice, man. But
I love it.
Man, you know what? You like little magic when you get going, man. You know, oh no, that's okay. I'm cool. No, I'm okay. But the minute she started going, man, you can't stop little magic. Shut up, little magic. Can't.
Yeah. Man. That's what's up. But all right, man, we'll get you out of here. We'll let you get on with your night. East Coast time, Florida tapping in.
All right, fam.
Well, after the midnight hour, go. Who They Want podcast everywhere. Google that motherfucker.
Who They Want.
YouTube, Amazon, Apple, Podbean.
All that. I'm here, baby.
All right.
Check out DJ Steady.
Rocking out, man. Hey, man, thanks for the Southern hospitality. And
absolutely, family.
We'll be in touch Monday night, 6:30 my time, 2:30 Ray's time. Harris is drinking. And Who They Want.
Who They Want.
Before we go to Florida virtually, just let us know who we, I assume we're gonna check in with you. I don't want any virtual goons to come, rob me from my jewels. We don't have
nothing. None of that in my atmosphere.
Via internet. All right.
Nothing in my atmosphere. We all love in my atmosphere, fam.
Oh man, that's wonderful, man. Man, appreciate you, DJ Steady, man. God bless you and your family, man. May the hands of the good Lord bless you and keep your peace and keep you healthy, brother, man. Thank you so much for this opportunity. For real.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate it 100%.
Yes, sir. All right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Salute.
All
right,
right,
brother.
fam.
We'll holler at you, man.
All right.
No
Yes. All right.
All right.
Woo!
DJ Steady. Where's my motherfucking air horn?
DJ Steady. Yo, that was fire, dude.
That was fire.
That was fire, man. That was fire, man. I mean, DJ Steady got it all. Damn, he's got so much flavor, bro. Man, it's like I'm buzzing right now, bro. I'm buzzing right now, man. How about you? Ah.
Man, nah, man. I'm
Harry's
too, man.
drinking again.
That was beautiful, beautiful connection. I can't wait to do his show Monday. And you know, we're gonna Kango, I could do that, man. You know, I was just getting going. We are gonna, probably, I think, wrap this up here in a minute. But I'm in the zone now. I'm gonna bust some flows now. And
all right, go on, Lil Magic. Let's do it.
Oh, why we got a couple people up in the building? All right, we can make this announcement. This brother that just came on. You heard it yourself. Self-made. Took a chance on himself 2 years ago. Quit his job. Quit his 9 to 5. Found a way to make a little money. Whatever his situation is, he's confident enough to do this shit full time. Drop one of those clues bombs for that. And we made some connections this week. He was one of them. Our calendar is booked till the rest of the month. Next Thursday, hold on. Bear with me. We're gonna bust some fucking flows. This show ain't stopping. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking 4-hour show. You kidding me? Because up next, hold on. Shit. Why I pull this man up, Ray? If you want to say anything, yes. I'm gonna pull up Juan Vasquez, ladies and gentlemen. Next, and then we're gonna talk about next week's guests, and then I'll go into some flows, and then we'll wrap up, man. Let me pull up.
I recommend everybody, we're here to help each other out, man. So if you're on the DM and you want to do this podcast, man, just come on the show, man. Chit chat with us, man.
I'm gonna
about communication.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen. This is Locked In Official. This man right here has done voiceovers for GTA 5. He's been in a couple of A&E TV shows. He's on IMDb. Juan Vasquez, actor.
Juan Vasquez
/ additional crew. Juan, let's read his full bio. He's going to be on the show next week. He's locked in, booked in, 9:30 p.m. Harris Drinkin Again podcast. Juan Vasquez was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. He grew up in a rough neighborhood, and in order to survive, he had to do certain things. At a young age, Juan got into a lot of trouble, which continued into his young adult life. Juan reached an age that he thought he would never reach because of all the chaos he was in. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he ended up going to medical school, turned his life around, and we'll let him tell it. That was a lot of shit to read, and Plus, I want to take another shot and bust a rap. But check this out. Can we get his where do I go to see his works? I thought that was it right there. Biography. But he's gonna be on the show.
Can we get a closer shot of his photo, brother?
Let's see.
So that way people can recognize him and stuff. If we can do that.
I gotta figure out how to zoom in on my computer. How do I zoom in? Does anybody know how to zoom in on the MacBook computer? Or do I gotta fucking Google that too? All right, I'll Google that too, man. how to Zoom in on a Mac, like DJ Academics and shit, typing shit up on the live. To set
why not, man?
Okay, man, because that was just dope.
Well, if it's gonna take too long, that's okay, man.
Yeah.
Just put on the description. Yeah, they can
I thought you
find that.
I thought you press Command Z, but apparently not.
Probably not. Yeah,
But
it's okay.
Juan Vasquez, I'm trying to find some of his. Okay, here we. Damn.
There you go. There you go.
Let's see.
And if you see this brother right here, man, I think you know who he is, man. He's
on.
done a lot of.
Hold on. Gotta zoom in, bro. I know how to. We've done this before. What's going on around here? What the fuck's going on around here? Can't you just go right up here? View, zoom out. Oh, there we go. Command minus. Here we go. Here we go. Ain't no thing. Here we go.
Does it show a lot closer when you're on your screen? Okay, you're zooming in. So.
Here we go.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
There
baby.
you go. There's our brother right there, man. Juan Vasquez.
He will be
Mr.
on the show next week. Look at this brother right here, man. 65 photos. He's been in Cypress Hill's music video Locos. Oh, excuse me. He's
straight up vato, that guy. Oh wow, nice. I love it, man. La raza. Ooh, that's great.
Look at that. He's in a movie with Jason Momoa. He's done some. He's an extra in a lot of movies.
Right.
Look at that right there. Look at that. What movie is this from? What movie is this from? We got a legit actor on the motherfucking Harrison Drinkin Again podcast next week, baby.
That's right, baby. That's right, man. We're moving on up,
man,
to the real side.
And we ain't capping. We ain't gonna say nothing until these fellas were locked in, and DJ Steady just confirmed everything, man. When you want something, when these people are in the industry and they're hungry and they're committed, bro. Look at this man, committed, man. Committed. I can't wait to get.
I love it.
This was his A&E show right here, Latino Dad profile series on A&E.
I love it.
And yeah, he sent me the trailer. I'm gonna figure out how to send it to my phone and upload it, and I'm gonna play the trailer before the show next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, but that's this man awesome. Right here, bam. Playing. This was the Cypress Hill music video where he plays a robber of some sorts. There's a Be Real right there.
Right, Be Real. Right.
And the beautiful thing about this podcast is, shout out to Be Real, sir, because I'm sure we're gonna have you on the show very soon, man. And it's like it's a small
Can't
world,
wait.
Small world when we start coming up in this thing. And then, real quickly, can I say for the week after, Ray? Should we let?
You know what? All I can say is this: since we're booked for the month, and everybody had confirmed, go ahead.
Is there anybody in the live chat that recognizes this man right here?
Oh, everybody got to know Larry Hankin.
This right here is going to be probably our iconic, legendary guest of our first year.
How can you not like Mr. Larry Hankin, man?
Mr. Larry Hankin,
Mr. Hinkle from Friends, the tenant from upstairs.
Let me say this right now. It's locked and loaded for those who wish to be there. Tuesday. Ooh, do I dare say? Yeah, Tuesday, October 25th. And guess what? You're just going to get the notification on that day. Someday it's going to come on. And Mr.
I can't wait. I can't. You know he's gonna drop some knowledge, man. I love that.
Look at this
seasoned veteran, been around the block, fucking tells you what it is, how it is. I love that type of mentoring, man. And we're gonna get that from Mr. Larry Hankin.
Bro. 84 years old, still kicking ass in the industry.
Still doing the do. Yeah, man, he's still
look at the
hustling
legendary.
for his.
I mean, what is this? Is this that Escape from Alcatraz?
From Alcatraz, I'm pretty sure he worked with Clint. I mean, I'm pretty sure he worked with everybody, man. Everybody in Hollywood, man. Because a lot of these photos, man, I remember because he's got a very, he's got a very memorable face, man. You know, yeah, Larry Hankin,
Larry Hankin.
Mr. Hinkle.
Tuesday,
Mr.
October
Hinkle.
25th, live. I sent him an email back just asking if he preferred live or pre-recorded, and I haven't heard back from that email, but he confirmed that he will be on the show. So if he doesn't respond, I mean, we're still going to give him a call, but I assume he don't give a shit, so we'll just do a live, man. We're just going to go live, man. Live with Larry Hankin.
Yep.
On the Harris.
And we also got another one by the name of Mr. Artie Hoffman.
Artie Hoffman, yes. Let's see. He might not be on IMDb, but Mr. Hoffman will be on episode 40.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that 40?
So we're making our rounds here, bro. We're making our rounds here, man. And you're right, Kango. Larry Hankin is a G. You're absolutely right, my brother.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, it's just amazing. Larry Hankin on the Harris is Drinking Again podcast. That just sounds crazy, right? That's just
that is just
crazy.
It's just such an honor to know these people. And you know what I love is, some people when they look at
here's
people that's already go ahead.
Here's Artie Hoffman right here. He has an IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
He's working, man. He's credited again in film, Visits from Heaven, TV short documentary. Still Token with look at this. Still Token with Artie Hoffman. Oh,
Still Token with Artie Hoffman. Wait a minute, hold on, wait. Other than that picture, can you get one that's on images that's a little bit of some of his headshots?
Yeah. Well, no, it actually doesn't even have a photo
on Google or something like that.
I go to his face. But he was in The Good, The Bad, The Sequel, the Freaking Awesome podcast. This is his website, Artie Hoffman's Angels and Answers. He's a psychic medium. So and he's and he does some I don't know. Artie Hoffman has been a master level psychic cum medium. So he does a little, it's like comedy mixed with some shit, and spiritual advisor for over 3 decades, and has helped change the life of thousands of individuals who have turned to him to answers and guidance. His strong faith and natural intuitiveness, coupled with his ability to provide emotional understanding, makes him the preeminent spiritual therapist with foresight. So this is going to be
it's going to be a juicy ass show. Wow.
Yeah. That word fucked me up. Two E's? Pre-minute.
What's that? What's that word?
It says pre. Is that a typo or is that a real word? P-R-E.
How do you spell it?
P-R-E-E-M-I-N-E-N-T.
Preeminent.
Preeminent. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay.
Yes, preeminent. Yeah, preeminent.
Jesus Christ. I used to be such a good reader, and now I'm just slack. Nah. Oh my Lord.
The English language is kind of like a jacked up, fucked up type of.
Yeah, I definitely know the word preeminent. Jesus, I really didn't know it spelled like.
Not familiar. Yeah, if you didn't spell it, I wouldn't know. If you didn't spell it.
So yeah, man, this is his website. He's gonna come on the show, and pretty much, I think even some people in the live chat or ourselves, he's gonna like read our if. I'm definitely gonna want him to read my shit. Like, yo, Artie, like, give me a little insight of.
I don't know about me, man, because I did it before a long time ago when my wife and I were still dating. I did it in Long Beach. No, where did I do it? Like Venice Beach or some shit like that. And I had my, and we had broken up, and I never miss my girl, and I had my palms read, man, and. I don't know, man. I'll let you do that. I don't know. I'll think about it when we get to that moment.
Well, I already assumed, I was like, I don't know if Ray would be into it. I'll be down just to for the entertainment and everything. And
I just wanna see the parallelism in what he's saying and how it matches up. You know what I'm talking about, man. Nothing to like whatever. I'm not out to whatever. I'm just interested. I want to have a complete understanding of it.
We're gonna have so much fun with his show, bro.
Oh,
Let's just so that's what's going on. That's how Harris is Drinking Again is ending their 10th month, going into the 11th month, and I have a call with Steve tomorrow, talk about whatever. I'm gonna say, hey man, I'm booked. Throw me some more, bro. So let's keep this train rolling. And Monday we're gonna be on the other podcast, who they want. So it's like I don't know, man. All this work we just turned ourselves finally. It's hitting, and then
are you starting to feel like Are you starting to feel like I know maybe it's a little too soon to say.
Don't you dare say the C word. Don't say that.
The C word? Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you stopped me.
Yeah, don't say that.
Are you starting to feel a little bit, No.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, what it is I'm not even that. What I'm starting to feel is
Why are you gazing up? Why are you gazing in the corner of your eyes, brother, man? I know when you're thinking, man. What do you think?
I'm realizing that hard work really does pay off, and
it does.
And again, DJ Steady, the consistency, just showing up,
and that's the secret to success, bro. Consistency.
Show up. Like even when things haven't been thought out to the degree, it's kind of their baseline, and then we just show up, and things fall into place. Before every show, I get this hint of nervousness and like anxiety, butterflies a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but just enough to where it's like, I'm like, because I know
of excitement, a level of excitement.
I know the impact, and I know the possibilities that can come out of something like this, and we've been doing it so long, and
man, every week is a fucking ordeal, man. Because you already know I don't want to go there, but it's not easy for me to get stuff every week. But in my mind, I'm going, you know what? I'm gonna go through it no matter what, because I'm going through some situations right now. But it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. It's like, so if people out there, I'm just gonna give this one word of advice. There was a time when I was in church and there was a sermon, and the pastor said, actually the elder said something like, if locusts, and he said, the reason why locusts, when they storm, they devour everything in their path, correct? And he said the reason why, because a locust will wait for the right weather, the temperature, the stars aligning, will wait until all of those things fit into that corridor, and then they get so hungry, but by the time they finally hit that perfection, that's when they go and they attack everything. Now, what am I trying to say here? Don't be like that. Don't be like that, especially when you're trying to conduct your passion that everybody says, no, you're not making any money. It doesn't make any sense. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Ain't nobody cherish those. And almost like anticipate, like every week for me, I'm anticipating that I'm gonna get shut down. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna get a lot of lip service and all that stuff. But to me, that's the part of the game. It's like
Harry's drinking again.
Like, I don't want to be that locust. I'm gonna be like, you know what? If I come on, Harry is drinking again, freaking all jacked up and whatever, and I just came from whatever, man, I'm gonna be on this microphone. I'm gonna be on this microphone, and whatever mood I'm in, whatever situation I'm in, I'm gonna be here. And you keep that tenacity, you keep that resiliency, you keep that determination. I don't think there's anything in the world that you cannot conquer and become successful in. I don't know. Would
Yeah.
you agree with me on that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I get pumped up about is throughout my week, I'll catch a feeling or just something. I'll get pumped up, just my own mind. And I'm like, fuck that. I got a place that can vent it out on Thursday night. And I like being held accountable. Like, if something I say, I like even calling out preeminent, what like learning shit, like, oh, preeminent, yeah, I'm a dumb fuck. Like, I like that level of honesty that I'm always honest, but I like how I could just spout it out. And then because I feel if I ever talk shit or critique somebody, I'm not tripping because I talk the worst shit on myself first anyway. Like, I'm not one.
Yeah.
But even the growth within that, like, oh man, I was wrong, or I don't mind anything. Like, we go on our Bible stuff, and if people, if they think I'm one way, at least to take away from it, they'll see like, hey, he's learning, or at least he's asking questions, or well, at least he's like open to listening to it back. I say I can, it's not just like, fuck that shit, so
That's what I love about the whole philosophy behind a podcast, because you talk about being transparent, and then we always mention this every week. Like, you just don't know how therapeutic this is for us. Like for me especially, this is therapy. Like, you can complain, oh, this and that. I don't really give up, man. This is therapy, because there's just something about being able to verbalize either your opinions, your thoughts, your questions. There's something just, I don't know, man. It's like endorphins just come out of nowhere. I mean, it's healing, dog.
yeah.
It's healing, and I truly believe that this type of show, like, that's the new way of healing. That's the new way of, because we need to communicate. People are slowly but surely like losing the ability to communicate. It's not good, man.
Yeah.
You should communicate all the time.
Yeah. And I like the branding aspect. I like looking at my own shit. When I go back, look at my clips, look at this, like, I'm still thinking of how are people perceiving it. And it's like, at the very least, it's like, you can perceive it how you want, but it's like, it's quality content. It really is. It's quality content. Like, for starters, for amateurs, for motherfuckers who just, it's like, it's pretty fucking quality, man. The music, the dialogue.
Yeah. And if you're watching it, when you're watching your stuff for the first time and you get totally like sick and grossed out and you throw up, good. Welcome to your first lesson. You're like, oh my gosh, I sound terrible. Oh, I look different. Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I look fat. Good. That's exactly how you want to feel. That means you're doing something right, because we went through it. But the part that I really love is the spontaneous comedic output that comes out of us. The spontaneous comedic, like, oh, that really came out of our
Yeah.
That really came out of our mouths, that you really said that and everything. And yeah, because
and the clips give you a glimpse to capture that. Maybe you don't capture it in the full entirety, but you get that little snippet or something, and it brings you like a whole different, like, oh shit, because you're just focused on.
Yeah. And also after you get over the whole, I feel fat, I don't like my hair, I this and that, I got eye boogers in my eyes. After that, man, you know what? Learn how to turn it around and be the most narcissistic motherfucker. Like love you some you. Like really. Like even if you gotta fake it. Because ain't nobody out there that's gonna like sabotage or criticize worse than yourself. You gotta go through those two different differences, man. It's like first I don't like myself, and I was like, man, I like seeing myself, and then because little by little, there's little capture moments that are like, man, that's not bad. Okay. I look good in that angle. Oh, okay. And I have a tendency to do this. Especially me and Harris. We both got Tourette syndrome, man. We just don't know what's going to come out, what kind of facial expression we're going to have. I mean, look at that. He's already started. You know, the Tourette's when we get excited. That's blinking in the eyes, the pointing of the lips pointing.
Yeah. That's why sometimes I'll just fucking say shit. I just go off my little tangents.
That's beautiful, though. That's the beauty. That's the art above it all, bro.
I don't, not really, but really. Nah, that's not
the imperfection is what I love, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
The imperfection, like, man, that's like it's like playing jazz, man. Jazz is 100% improvisation, man. You do it as you're in the moment, man. Nothing planned, nothing scripted, nothing pre-planned, nothing. That makes it so boring, man. But you just come on here and you just come in with your imperfection self, and you just, like, let me ask you this: like all the stuff that we said today, do you remember every single thing that you remember you said? Because I really don't until I review it tomorrow, and then when we review it on Friday mornings. I just find myself just rolling, dude. Just rolling, just cracking up, and you're like, "Wow, we said that! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" And then we get really petty and detailed, and that's the fun part, Doug. That's the fun part. That's the fun part, man. I don't know, man. I can go on, man. Anything you want to add, Harris? That
Nah, man. Just, maybe just spit a couple flows and call it a night.
Do it.
You fucking kicked ass tonight, man.
Big time. Thank you. Shout out to you again, DJ Steady.
Yes, sir. I'm just ready to just do his show. I'm gonna work on the episode 31 clip probably tomorrow night. Post some more clips and fucking just
hey, I gotta give you the props because you're putting all the work, bro. You're putting it in, man. You're putting it in, man. I gotta give it to you, man. I really just respect everything, the time and the effort, and respect, man.
Man.
I got you. I got you, brother. I got you, man. That's the least I can do. So,
yeah, man. The cool thing.
Well, speaking of that, man, I mean, what you holding back, man? Come on, man. Freestyle flow, man. Put the beats on, brother, man. Let's do it, man. What we're waiting for, man. Let's wreck this motherfucker.
Once again, it seems just another night with me, myself, and no. Psych. I thought I could just bust off the top like that. Once again, it seems just another night with me, myself, and no Irene. Okay, here we go. I like pianos, and I like flutes and like
me too.
Shit, like
I like violins.
Yeah, that little. Oh, that was a perfect time to do it.
Is this? Are you gonna come off something written or?
Yeah, we're doing written.
Okay,
see if it goes together. I got some good written clips coming.
Okay.
Oh, why can't I catch the beat? Once again, I don't know if it'll go together, but if not, we'll just wrap up. Shit. Oh my god.
That beat is kind of like it's supposed to like drop in a second, but okay, go ahead. Maybe it goes on now.
With me, yeah. It's like really.
Okay, catch it on the 1.5 though. Catch it on the 1.5, and then ride from there.
What?
Will it loop again to the same beat? Maybe you just gotta let it run through again, or else you're gonna ride on the first and then the 1.5. Yeah, it's gonna throw you off.
Once again, it seems just another with me, myself and no Irene at the back of the club. She was the last seen in some very tight jeans, high heels and hoop earrings, doing what she wishes and kisses are given free out to a couple morons who actually bought her a drink, thinking they gonna hit, but nah, she just competes with her other girlfriend that just sits there on her cheeks, doesn't even dance but wants to be given a treat. It ain't even like that for me, you see. I guess I'm the right road to becoming a celebrity, cause all the stories that I've heard, rich and famous got no bitches when they was below average, poor as fuck in the trenches. Now they moved up, now they get sucked, winning wherever they want, even in the truck. Oh, that was weird. That was the old written. That was I wasted too much time trying to spit that. This beat's weird.
Well, speaking of that, you know what? We do need to make a track about this show and what's it all about. Because I think this time around, I think we have a kind of a solid idea of who we are now after this whole round of booked scheduled interviews. And DJ Steady gave us a pretty good dose of knowledge in terms of how to go about it, man. What else you got, bro?
That's why. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, now we're definitely growing our identity. This motherfucker,
I love it, man.
The world is yours. Tonight is yours. I don't know. I don't think I'm in the rapping bag, man. I think we did such a good job.
With DJ Steady.
Yeah, I don't, we'll just do I can always bust a flow. We hop up out.
Or either that, we just play the background and we just continue on, and then we get this on the 30th of the hour, which is about 7 minutes, and wrap it up. What do you think?
Yep. That's the one, because the night is almost done. I've been having so much fun. Pardon me, hun, if I was rough around the edges with some of my words. Hopefully you don't take offense. You heard? Cause I vibe too. These days people going buku crazy over the shit that you say. You could say this group is hella lazy. It slays me and cuts me in half. When three brothers are trying to cut one check in half or in thirds. I'm sitting here drinking, but my words aren't slurred. Me and Ray doing this thing. We ain't attacking the gays. Our point across, because he's a man of the cloth. And he's a man of that cross. Lip service equals marriage. Shout out to Kango Walls and Joey Sims. Yeah. Man, shout out. The live chat again was lit.
Lit.
No drunk, no source Jedi tonight, but Joey Sims, Kango Walls.
Kango Walls. Zukon NFT 33.
NFT 33, yeah, 3 people up in the chat. Man.
Yup. Joey Sims.
And I'm just like, we got a booked effing schedule. Period. DJ Steady, T.N.R 039, Juan Vasquez, actor, voiceover, Larry Hankin. Oh man.
Artie Hoffman.
Artie Hoffman, and we're
And
waiting.
then who else?
We're waiting on 2 more to confirm.
And then there's another one. Don't forget. Let's not forget them. Let's not forget Mr.
What, I don't want to say him just because he hasn't locked in, but you know you can.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just still waiting to get the email, but he's pretty prominent, man. He's
yeah.
You know, and then we have a comic waiting to hear. Well, you know,
for real, we got our first comedian.
Yeah,
I want to throw a comedy show, bro, because comedians are hella talented, man.
Yeah, and they get it, man. They have some of the thickest skin in the country, so
they do, man. I mean, to be on that microphone in front of thousands, hundreds of people, or maybe 2 people, and trying to like make them laugh, man, that's the hardest thing to do in the world, man.
Yeah, we need people like that, man.
We do need, you know, man. We're moving and grooving, brother. We're moving and grooving.
Man. Yeah. We want to have a little you know, we'll end it on the 30 and then maybe have a little you know, behind the scenes you know, before the night's over.
Yeah.
You know, just because I feel like we'll hold back on the show a little bit, you know, with the thing, but you know, maybe just discuss a little
what are you talking about? Like what subject are we tapping in?
No, I mean when we get off the live, you know, we'll have a bit
a
little post game conference, you know?
Yeah.
Of the actual how we feel and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So like
those are always exciting.
And I'm thinking like, because I'm gonna have more time to prepare, I'm gonna be working on a thumbnail / digital flyer this week for Juan Vasquez and Mr. Hankin. Probably pull a couple of their photos, and Juan sent me some stuff, and then you know we'll be promoting that around, and just like really. You know, and Juan's cool, man. He said he's like, man, it's like, I like the concept. I'll come back, throw a couple back, and just shoot the shit. Fuck yeah, bro.
Man, I think if, you know, we get Juan up in here, and, you know, we already kind of started with S.A. Habit and Xander Rage and all that, and, you know, and Young Prophet and Chino Boy and Daigo and that whole community, you know. I think he's just gonna add more to the flavor, and we're getting there, man.
Yeah, we've had such and it's gonna get more vast, but we've had like, I mean, come on, like we got like, I mean, of course we had White, you know, the Filipino. We had your boy in the beginning who went to prison.
We had
half Polynesian.
Yeah, we had Phil Hart.
Phil.
Who, by the way, was just here in Hawaii. Shout out to you, Phil. We had Al Hart. Yeah, no, we had Andre. We had
Big Tone. Big Tone. He's a
Big Tone.
So many different colors. I mean, we've had, you know, Wendy.
Just, yeah. You know, and also the kind of stuff that happened in our show, man. Well, fuck your podcast. I mean, you know, like all the little traumatizing situation. I mean,
yeah,
you know, we had that too. No, man, it's well, you know me, I'm always thinking about like making movies, man, because that's my ultimate goal. I want to make movies, man. I'm starting to see a lot of movies that are not knocking them and whatnot. I just say, you know what? I just want to put it on a different perspective. On a different perspective, man.
Yes, so we got about a minute and a half, man. So probably get you out of here, and then I'll do the rap.
Yeah, brother.
And then
yeah. You do the rap, and I'm gonna get off here in about a minute or so, and then you know the drill.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Shoot. man, thank you everyone for locking in, for participating, for getting your support, for supporting us, for whether you agree or disagree. Hey, that's just how it is. But the fact that you're here and you're putting your time with us, man. Much love with that, much appreciation, man. And I just I just pray for everyone's good health and whatnot, and you know, be you, we be us, and just move forward, bro. That sound good to you?
Yep.
All right, brother, man. So I'm out here. Peace, everyone. Okay.
All right.
I'll holler at you. Okay. Till next time.
Next week. Right here.
Yes.
On the
Yes. Adios.
Yes, sir. All right, man. McColl's Ray G. What he said. Thank you, guys. There's a drug addiction hotline if you need help. Please call. And always remember to just drink responsibly. Yeah, last shot of the night, man. I'm gonna fucking work. Harry's drinking again. You gotta go to work up in the morning. I only get 2 hours of sleep. I be scratching my eyes and yawning, but it's all worth it. I have 4 days off. It can't hurt shit. I'll probably take a shot when I wake. Every morning, you know that I wake and bake. And it be them big buds, not the shake. All gas, no brakes. 35, don't need a lot of sleep. Only 4 hours. Is you feeling me? And that be throughout the week. I can roll off 1 or 2 like I tweak. I don't give a shit cause I'm motivated, elevated. Sometimes I get irritated. Player hated, and I know that they hate your boy. Rocking with other podcasters, we the real McCoys. Going coast to coast, doing this until we die, until we last. Podcast, crossing ass on your ass, man. God damn it. Up in this bitch. I'm so pumped up. I might almost want to come back and do an off the cuff show tomorrow night. I'm not even bullshitting. I might do an off the cuff podcast. Why not? Right now, we might do that. I got so much footage to comb through though. Up on the channel this last week, we got 5 or 6 shorts and the episode 30 clip featuring Andre, Mr. KOG, aka Stylist of the World. And I'm going to be working on the episode 31 clip this week, the Shroom episode. And I was all fucked up on mushrooms. That was a great episode. Go check that out. T.N.R 031. Let's get up out of here on the Podbean. Shout out to C-Hex Juma, Valerie Reyes, and Mr. Spice on the Podbean. Salute. We'll be back next week. Harris is drinking again, 9 p.m. That was a sick ass ending on the Podbean. Man. Harry's drinking again. Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting that I come with the writtens? Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting that I come with the writtens? Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting? Is you forgetting that I come with them writtens? I come with them writtens. Here we go once again, my words never smitten. I don't like kittens, rather have dogs creep through the fog. Fuck all of y'all, how I used to think. My mind used to work and it used to go blank. Used to hate work, now I wake up and go to work like a girl who twerks, getting dollars every day. Bartending isn't. It doesn't hurt to just give all your energy to something that you love. Is you feeling me? I try to give all of my love to this game I adore. It seems a win round, have no more in store. Hold on, we're gonna rip this. Hold on, we gotta get one. My flow sucked tonight. Yeah, Mr. Harris. I try to give all my love to this game I adore. It seems when women come around and have no. Oh, little gin burn the back of my throat. I don't go together. Oh yeah, I got a dope written. I gotta get off a written before we get about this bitch. I only had one good freestyle the whole night. I try to give all my love to this game I adore. It seems when women come around, I have no more in store. For what it takes to build an empire, most people can't fathom, but I believe I have it in me. So I'm the last man standing. Whatever it takes, whatever the consequences I'll face. If it means my body being torn apart and drugged to the lake, I'm ready to make the best of my abilities and forget about the memories of my past. When I was a child in need of sympathy, remember me, cause I'm here to stay. An ass ray from the base, start a blind dog, broke pushing it until the grave. I was selling my blood, he was collecting cans. Don't ever underestimate a man with a plan. We put our dreams first, get attached, get hurt, never fall for some legs and a mini skirt. We all about our work, business always before pleasure. If you think about the pussy, you forget the pressure. Stuck in a rut, but I'm up with the sun. Maybe I didn't get no sleep, but still up with the sun. Never have time to kick back and relax. I'm just stating facts. Man, I need to get back in the booth, record some new material for Desert Underground Volume 3, for real. I be bullshit with the music. I just want to put out a couple tracks a year, you know what I'm saying? Keep the digital distribution rolling. No reason not to. I'm gonna try to get one good one here, then I'm gonna play the outro song and we're gonna be out this bitch, man. We're gonna play that Daylight Meditate on the way out. Where's the beats at, man? I need a hard beat. I need a dark beat, goddammit. Sounds like some Tiger. Let me get a taste. Let me get a taste. Is that song? stuck in a rut, but I'm up with the sun. Maybe I didn't get no sleep, but still up with the sun. Never have time to kick back and relax when you're focused on your dream, trying to work towards that. Trying to get my album out, make sure shit's proper. When it drops, y'all go hop up on a nigga's cocker. Better watch out for these motherfucking busters, cause I know they on my tail and you can't trust them. Man, I say fuck them, but they keep coming around. Gonna have to turn to the envy and lay them on the ground with the sounds that I'm putting out. You hear by word of mouth, cause it gets around more than a dad's daughter out the house. I'm aroused more than your spouse, peeling off her blouse. It's the music that gets my dick hard, not her wet mouth. I'm a sick individual, on or off the bleed. If you feeling violated, blame it on the Harry. Now back up on the scene. Now back on the scene in my jeans, rapping mean. Put my devils in the cut, ready to feed these bitches E, knowing that they starving, cause they kick with LTB like Marvin. They've been fasting for the last few days, waiting for that D. Getting intoxicated to the point of date raping, and you feel you overdose, throwing up and body shaking. Nothing but the Mr. Satan around us while we were making. Some shit like that. We ain't got it tonight, man. We too turned up off the interview we just did with DJ Steady. We about this bitch. Shout out to Daylight, man. We're gonna play this. Hopefully we don't get a claim, but if we do, it is what it is.
I've been light skinned, but I'm still a dog nigga. I'm a hard spitter, black hole, I'm a star killer. I'm a buck.
You gotta spit something for us. Can you spit something for us?
I could feel it in my skin. I was bugging, nigga, more gelling, more yelling. He the best, nigga, face it. I could taste it in this matrix. I had meetings with the agents. I was hyper on the writer, nigga. You don't want no beef inside the cipher. Put it all at stake. Yo. Ain't no beat in this machine. They got bots, gang stalking. Ain't no talking.
Hold on. Before I bump out to this song, because I'm gonna put this as a clip of just me dancing on your ass. Daylight. Gotta give the man props, man. Go check out Daylight up on the channel. Why doesn't it go? It's so fucking weird. All right. This is just clip material. Show's over. Daylight meditate. All right, back from the top.
Yeah, I'm a boss spitter. I've been light skinned, but I'm still a dog nigga. I'm a hard spitter, black hole, I'm a star killer. I'm a buck.
You gotta spit something for us. Can you spit something for us?
I could feel it in my skin. I was bugging, nigga, more gelling, more yelling. He the best, nigga, face it. I could taste it in this matrix. I had meetings with the agents. I was hyper on the writer, nigga. You don't want no beef inside the cipher. Put it all at stake. Yo. Ain't no beat in this machine. They got bots, gang stalking. Ain't no talking to the ops. Niggas watch snorting. Binary, see the code. I'm the one you niggas old. I get 10 for a show. My attention never low. All that flow, I got you slow. Don't do alcohol, do alkaline mode. Give me more.
I got Kundalini by high vibes. All right, Shamota, show's over. See y'all next week. We out this bitch. Peace and love.